All right. We are live currently on YouTube. Hopefully the stream goes pretty well. I'm using Restream for the first time. So I'm going to look down here. All right, there's Josh. Hey, Josh, welcome to the stream. Okay, I don't think I can hear anything. Hold on. Let me turn my volume up. No? Hold on, let me see something. I don't know what is going on. Let me unplug my... I don't know what is going on. I can't hear anything. This is strange. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Let me go over to YouTube real quick. Okay, it works when I go over to YouTube and watch it over there. I don't know why it's not working. I can't hear it back on my phone. This is weird. Audio input. Okay, it works. Alright, try it again. Hopefully this works. Alright, I had to go with my settings. I had to go to the audio input, headset earpiece. So hopefully that works. Try it again. Hopefully this works. Alright, Josh, are you watching me on your computer? Go to the settings and go to where it says audio input. Alright, Josh, are you watching me on your computer? Go to the settings and go to where it says audio input. Alright, sounds like I hear something. Yep, I mean, I can hear you a little bit. It sounds a little choppy.
Oh, yeah. No, only because I'm actually so used to actually watching it for, using, StreamYards and all that.
Alright, well, okay, I can hear you now. So I think we got it figured out for the first attempt.
Yeah, it was actually from my end anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had the audio input set to default, so it could be either on here or my microphone setting. So I just manually set it to my Rode NT USB, and it seems to fix the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it works a lot better. Yep. So trying out this for the first time, it looks like the quality doesn't look too bad as I'm watching it back on my TV. I have a little custom background here. I can do this.
There you go.
And this will make things go a little bigger.
Oh, yeah.
I could change it up a little.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so I'm just kind of fooling around here trying to try this out for the first time. There's different kind of backgrounds I can add here for when we have, like, the picture smaller.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The only thing that sucks is I don't see any comments popping up. That's probably the only downside to this versus StreamYard, so I don't know if maybe nobody's jumped on yet. Maybe that's why nobody's commenting.
Yeah, well, I'm just having a look on both Restreams and YouTube, and yeah, I can't see any people that chat on here quite yet.
Jumped on yet? Maybe that's why nobody's commenting. And I just watched myself back on the screen on my TV, and it looks like I'm still kind of lagging a little bit, I guess. At least for the people who probably are watching it live on YouTube, so that could be my internet.
Yeah, that is to be expected with YouTube anyways, because when I do my live streams, if it's video gaming streamings, you do expect a bit of delay on YouTube's end, whereas like on Restream here right now, it's actually live.
Yeah, kind of like just like with StreamYard, but it looks like I said, the quality looks a little bit better from what I can tell. I don't look as pixelated, but just trying something new out.
Yeah, well, I know from my end, with my with mine, I don't feel pixelated or anything like that. So.
All right, so yeah, so far nobody's jumped on yet. had shared on Twitter, so we'll see if that helps. And of course on the Discord.
Yeah, well, I did. Well, I have tried to. I have tagged Mark Souls to see if he'll be on there.
Yep, and I also tagged JD State CC09 because I know he's a late nighter. So I don't know if he'll be up or not. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's all we can really do. Really, is see if anyone else wants to come in or and whatnot. If not, I mean, I'm fine if it's just us two or something like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I enjoyed that little show we did a couple weeks back for
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, yeah. Yeah, I wish I had set the SummerSlam off because it'd be on Saturday because we do it again, but I won't, unfortunately, because I doubt anyone's gonna want to trade me that day. So I'll just have to wait to the next pay-per-view to try another pay-per-view stream.
Or if not, just don't worry about watching SummerSlam live and just
no. I mean, I won't watch it. I'll watch. Yeah, I'll just watch it back later on my own time. I'll say and just do a review of it, maybe.
Yeah, of course.
And also, I wanted to make a few little mentions here. I got a ring light, so that's probably why the lighting might look a little different for once.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I've got my lighting all right because not just the lighting in the roof up here, but I've got like a little lamp that's just behind my behind my laptop, so so that way people can be able to see probably see my ugly face.
Yeah, the light in my office isn't all that great. I have a lamp on, but the lamp don't put up much light. So I was like, I want to get a ring light. It would work better for doing videos and live streams.
Oh,
I could change it a little bit, like make it a little warmer, a little cooler.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting myself one of those. Get myself one of those ring lights as well. And it's all as well as the green background in case if I want to do gaming streaming and want to make the background transparent and all that. So,
definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, because that's something I might look into down the track myself, anyways.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to invest in more stuff. I was also hoping to have like a set of Bluetooth headphones, but they haven't shown up yet. They're still like in the shipping phase, like they haven't left New York yet.
Oh, really?
So I have to stick with my earbuds for the time being because it would make it a lot easier if I had the headphones. So then, if I need to charge my phone, I can do that, and then I don't have to worry about the audio getting messed up when I have to use my Bluetooth headset. And then I can switch to these when the Bluetooth headphones need to be charged.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, I'm actually good with my Sony ones here. The the noise cancellation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Yeah,
because the downside of with these things too, because it does use a lot of it drains a lot of battery up, and good thing the ones I've got are actually rechargeables.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, I got some there noise cancel, which will come in handy. So if I'm doing another WWE throwback stream, I can avoid audio being played in the background, so I don't have to worry about getting our copyright claim.
Yeah, that's it. Hang on a sec, man.
All right, I gotta check something anyway. Let me see. No, we don't have any guests. I mean, like I said, just have the link in the Discord. But I guess Mark hasn't seen it. I mean, I don't know if Jim's up, so.
No, that's okay. Well, according to YouTube here, it says 2 people watching right now.
Yeah. I don't know if that's including us or what. That's just kind of odd. If it is just us, whatever. Yeah, I'll give it time. It's an impromptu stream. I was gonna try to do a stream a little earlier, but I was out with my buddy Zach, and of course you saw my short I put up earlier, mentioning about going out toy hunting.
Yeah, I haven't got around to seeing that yet because I've actually.
Well, yeah, you left the cop. You left the cop. Well, no, it's not the toy hunt. It's the little update video. Remember, I put that up earlier. I was telling about I was going to go out toy hunting.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not up yet. I haven't had a chance to edit it yet.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Yeah, so you haven't missed it yet. I got it. Yeah, I'm going to edit it later, but yeah, I just got done doing that about a little over an hour ago. I just got home, so yeah, I had fun hanging out with him and. And there'll also be a cool video there. I actually have his dad in the video because we went over to his dad's house. Yeah, I had to help him with some maintenance on his Mustang. So we actually got to ride his Mustang. It was really cool.
Man. Yeah, it looks like Zach's. It looks like your friend Zach's father has good taste of cars, man.
Because Mustang.
One of the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish everybody thought that. I mean, I'm around so many people nowadays that seem to like Chevys or Dodges, and they always like to shit on Fords. I'm like, man, like.
Oh, so that's kind of similar to over here, like Ford versus Holden. Which, by the way, if you want to know what Holdens are, it's the Australian name for a Chevrolet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it sure is. So when you told me with people the Chevrolet owners are hanging shit on Ford owners, I thought we can relate.
Yeah. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
all talk about, oh, Fords are hard to work on. They're set up where, like, well, hey, each their own. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, well, that's it. Because before I got my own Toyota Camry, back when I was living up in Queensland at the time, way before then, like when I was a lot younger and all that, I wanted to get myself an AU Ford Falcon sedan, either an XR6 or an XR8 when I get my full license and all that. But the one I've actually got is actually a bit better, and plus it's really good on fuel too.
Oh yeah, it seems like any import cars, like from Japan, like Toyota, Honda, are supposed to be really fuel efficient, from what I've been told.
Oh well, my one definitely is, because despite it's only a 4-cylinder and all that, but man, it can actually rev up like it's an 8-cylinder. That's how really good this one is. Yeah, that's it. But at the moment, I've actually took it into town today to give it a big wash and all that, because it's actually fully muddy and all that, because of the amount of cold wet rain we had here about nearly a month ago or something like that. Like 2 or 3 weeks of constant rain, and the ground was actually getting a bit muddy, and it was actually putting a bit of mud on my car and all that. Yeah, so I had to give that thing had to wait until it was a sunny day, and then go over to the car washers in town and get it done there, as well as vacuuming the inside, to get all the gravel, dead leaves and all that out of the floor in the car as well. The fun and games of owning a car.
Or just anything, like having a house. I mean, if you remember the video I just put up, I mentioned my air conditioner decided to mess up with me when it's super hot. It's already like in the 90s Fahrenheit, so I don't know what that is in Celsius, but
yeah, that would be around about the 30 mark.
Okay, Celsius, and then heat index is over 100, like going up to as high as 109. So whatever that is for you guys in Celsius. So yeah, but hot is hot regardless.
Yeah, that would be like a heat wave down here.
Oh yeah, it's been terribly hot, and it's weird. Right as this thing heat wave started again, my AC breaks down. Apparently, it's this little piece called a contactor relay that broke down, because I had somebody come over. Yeah, and he looked at the AC, like the unit itself was, I guess, getting power, but I guess you want to call it's like a breaker in a way on the outside. It wasn't sending a signal, so had no luck finding that part, unfortunately. Home Depot, I guess, doesn't sell them in stores, and I was told Lowe's don't, and I guess I'll have to wait and see if I can get it online, or the guy who says he'll fix it for me, if he can get the part for me, because he has to go to a local supply store. So it's gonna be a scorcher for the next few days.
Yeah, I guess it all depends if he can be able to get one in and all that, because
he said it could take like a week to arrive to get it online, or wherever, if he's getting it from the supply store, depending on what the model is.
Oh wow. It's actually one of those sort of scenarios that you should invest in a cold swimming pool for the summertime.
Yeah, I've thought about it. Yeah, because we don't have a public pool around here, so I would like to have my own pool again.
Wow.
My hometown of Park City, they decided back in 2013 to close down the pool, and then in 2015 they closed it permanently and just turned to like a basketball court. Yeah, so if I want to go to a public pool, I gotta go over into Wichita or one of the other neighboring towns like Valley Center. So no public pool for me.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, if that's all you can really do, until they get this new part for the aircon, then might as well go to it.
Oh yeah, I gotta do what I can. Right now I've got a fan running, so it's at least keep me somewhat cool.
Yeah. And the best thing too, in case if you get too hot and all that, and I've always done this, when I had something wrong with the aircon and all that, I just get some ice packs, just wrap it around in a tea towel, and just and put it in the places where you get hot the most.
Okay, yeah, I've thought about that.
Yeah, it's just a temporary suggestion just until the aircon's actually fixed.
Yeah, thankfully I have a fan back in my bedroom too that seems to do all right. Keeps me cool as it can. It's just the living room is probably the worst part of the house for me right now.
No, I can imagine. Yeah, well, that's it. Well, I'm actually really glad that down here in Australia it's been the wettest winter and all that, which will mean it won't be too much of a dry summer this coming summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really lucky for us.
All right, so checking this real quick to see if anybody's watching. It says we have one viewer, so it'll probably change to two the minute I jumped on there.
Yeah.
Oh well, right. It's a late night. I was hoping to see if who would ever jump on tonight, but
Yeah, sure.
Let me just put a little test comment here to see what pops up. I'm gonna put this.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's see if anything pops up here on our end on the restream.
Yeah, no worries. Well, oh, hello. Yep.
Did you see anything? Did something pop up?
Yep, both on YouTube and Restream.
Well, yeah, I know on YouTube for sure. I see a chat thing.
Yep,
there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely showing up. It's definitely showing on my end as well. So, yep. So, anyone who's actually watching, the chat is working. Yep. Oh, there we go. We've got 3 watchers here right now.
Yeah, probably you and me are 2 of the 3. I just wonder if I can put on the screen. Let's see. I wonder if it'll. Oh, that says hide. Show.
There we go.
Show.
Yep.
It'd be cool if they let me put it on the screen like StreamYard does, but something different, new I want to try out because it lets me add a little more things I couldn't do with StreamYard.
Yeah, of course. Oh well, there you go.
Let's see. I'm just messing around here. It lets me add a logo in. I have overlays, video clips.
Nice.
Man, I'm gonna add in a video real quick. See if it lets me do anything. Maybe.
Oh, you mean?
Oh, it says upgrade now. I can't do anything. All right, I guess I have to wait till I start paying for it. Because I was gonna try to upload real quick the little 10-second clip of me being in the car with my friend Zach and his dad, but I guess I'll have to just save that for the video. Like put up some time here soon. Okay. All right. Yeah, because right now it's on the phone I'm streaming with right now, so I can't really show it.
Yeah,
because I have my other phone. My other phone doesn't have it on there, but the other phone's kind of like a little dinky phone that I just use to be able to check the internet.
Oh yeah, of course. Not to mention whatever phone you use for your videos too. It actually makes it really better. A lot better than on mine.
Oh yeah, Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus is what I'm using. It's a pretty good phone. Got very good quality.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah, because I thought that the A11 I've got would have at least got me videos to record in 60 frames and all that. But I guess with this one being a little bit of in the budget and all that, I guess you only pay for what you get, sort of thing.
Yeah, if it's not like a Samsung Galaxy Note or the S series or even iPhone, yeah, those are usually the best to always go with.
Yeah, because I was going to look into getting a real good one that has really vivid screens and all that, as well as good 60 frame recordings.
Yeah.
Because that would be really good for my videos. Like video blogs, like if I'm going out somewhere like bushwalking and all that, which I have been doing a hell of a lot. In the inland city that I grew up as a kid and all that. Yeah, but with the fact that my phone can only do just really limited things and all that, it's just not worthy enough to be able to do videos out of it.
All right, so I tried something called the chat overlay, so we'll see if any chat does pop up here on the side of the screen. If anybody does pop up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm watching it back on my TV. It's looking pretty good.
Oh, there you go. All right.
So, man, it's crazy with what's going on with wrestling as of late, and then all those cases of coronavirus surging. Makes you wonder how long it's going to be before we start seeing stuff shut down again. We have to go back to these stupid Thunderdome shows again.
Oh, That remind me about all that because the state I'm actually living back in right now, it's already gone really haywire and all that over in Sydney with the Delta
Yeah.
variant and all that, and
Yep.
I'm actually yeah, it's not looking really good here, and the places where I have to go and all that, masks are actually mandatory now. Yeah,
It's
yep, and of
getting to that
course
point here.
yeah, well, there you go. And of course, now they've actually made it mandatory now to actually use QR scans to check in to places now.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Well, I got nothing wrong with using the QR scan code to check in and all that, only because we're doing it for the right reasons and all that.
Yeah.
Because of health reasons. And the same with
Yeah.
wearing masks and all that.
Yeah, it's gonna get to that point here soon. Right now in my state and also on the federal level, they're just requiring masks for the current moment for people who work in like federal buildings like city halls, post
Yeah, yeah.
offices, stuff like that, DMV. They haven't really made it mandatory to where you have to go into a business to wear a mask. Right now it's just optional, but if it keeps on this track for much longer, a pretty good chance I'll probably be wearing a mask again at my job and anywhere I have to go. And that's fine, I'll do it because I live in such a stubborn state. Everybody's so conservative, right winged. That's the people who support Trump here, and they don't like the vaccine. But it's like they don't want to wear a mask here. It's like if you don't do one, why not the other? It's like come on, people. I can understand some people have their reasons for not getting vaccinated, but at least wear a mask.
No, that's it. I guess it depends on what sort of vaccines they have over there, because I
Well,
want to get
yeah.
because I want to get vaccinated and all that. Problem is, our government has not been rolling them out properly. Well, they have with the AstraZeneca, but I'm really skeptical about the AstraZeneca because I've been
Yeah.
hearing about the blood clots that come with it and all that, which I believe it's
hmm
only like a minority of rare people that have it, but I just don't want to take the risk of doing that.
No, I'm
But
with you, man.
yeah, because I mean, if our government here actually got like every one of it here already, not just AstraZeneca, but like Pfizer's and Moderna or anything like that in the same thing, I reckon we would have had a different scenario here, and we wouldn't have had this Delta variant from the get go and all that as well.
Yeah, for us, it's not so much the vaccine rollout. It's just the people that are stubborn. Me, I don't mind wanting to get the vaccine. I'm just kind of waiting out a little.
Yeah,
It's just
well,
I want to play it
yeah,
safe because it seems like Pfizer and Moderna are probably the best ones to get. I'm just hoping
yeah.
that it's not something that has to be every year and that it'll still be free if it is. Because I don't want to
I
have to,
would.
pay out of my own pocket, even with my insurance. Still, that
Mm,
if I still have to pay a lot for it, I mean that's what I don't want to do. But I don't know. Just until my job requires me to get the vaccine, I'll just do the mask wearing for the time being.
yeah, yeah.
I just
Well,
have to wait and see
hopefully,
when they tell
yeah,
us to.
hopefully, the visors will be rolled out for those under 40 here. I think within a month or so time. Yeah,
hmm
because I did try to ring up my GP and all that to ask them if I could book in to have the visor jab and all that, and they said at the moment I can't have it unless I've been given a proof that I'm actually eligible for it, and the fact that it's only been given out to people like high school students and people over 40 at the moment.
hmm
Yeah, it's probably no wonder why we've only got like I think 6 or 7% of the Australian population vaccinated already, which is a
Yeah.
which is a very small number compared to the goal they were actually really hoping they'll get more. When it first rolled out 4 months ago.
Yeah, here it's just they're trying to get rolled out to children because so far everybody over the age of 12 can get it. And, obviously healthcare workers are always going to be forced to get it because, they are in that line of fire. But,
Yeah,
man, hear about all the kids who are getting it. It's like, it's weird how the Delta variant is starting to affect, younger people more than the older people like the previous strain was doing. Like, man, like,
oh
and
yeah,
school's getting ready to start back up here in my neck of the woods in about another 2 weeks or so, 2.5 weeks. And they're
yeah.
still trying to discuss, like, whether or not they're going to have masks or not. And even if they're going to do it, in-person learning, if they're just going to go back to remote learning again at some point like they did last year.
Yeah, well, some parts of Sydney have actually gone to remote homeschooling and all that because of the
hmm
Delta variant that's going on in Sydney, where the city I was actually born in. And yeah, apparently all of Sydney's been in lockdown. But there's just some idiots on there that they are not taking this warning seriously.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and yesterday's figures actually showed up that there's been 239 new cases, and I don't know how many cases there is today because I haven't been checking on the news about it.
Yes, yeah, same here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, according to 7 News here in Australia, it looks like the cases counts has actually gone down a little bit, but still too high for as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna try to check my local news media, see what they've been saying.
Yeah, no, that's it. So yeah, well anyways, enough about all that COVID
Yeah, I know.
stuff.
I know, doom and gloom. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to get back to what you originally were going to talk on the stream about, anyways.
Just talk about whatever. Talk about wrestling. Just
Yeah.
man.
Actually, while we're actually talking wrestling, how good was it to see Goldberg? Not Raw last Raw, but the Raw before that, after Bobby Lashley's open challenge after he'd beaten Keith Lee.
Oh yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, not everybody's gonna like it because Goldberg's in his 50s now, and he has that bad rotation. But of course, they say that, and then they cheer for him the minute he comes out.
Well, yeah. I mean, you probably not know this, but my family has been a big Goldberg fan since we used to watch WWE or WWF back in the 90s here. I'm on pay TV.
Oh yeah, and of course, yeah, like when Goldberg was in WCW.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we got WCW on pay TV unless if there was a main event subscription only thing here. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, also, I don't know if you knew this, but there was a WCW in Australia at one point, but it was not the WCW that was here in America. It was a different WCW. Believe it or not, it was like a separate company. It existed back like in the 60s into the early 70s. Yeah, I didn't know that
definitely
too.
way
Like,
before my time.
yeah, it was like when I found there was a WCW that existed before the American one, I was like, wow, that's interesting. And I guess some guy that worked in the Australian WCW also worked with the American WCW, so he's the one that helped coin the name for the American company. Because originally it started here in the U.S. as a TV show before it became an actual company.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's something that no one ever brings up. Like, you can watch a crap ton of videos about the history of WCW. They'll never mention that it originally started a separate company, obviously, but still that there was a company in your homeland before the American version.
No, there you go. Well, I do know one wrestling company that I know for a fact is here in Australia, and I actually used to watch them over at the Pop Culture Expo and all that. It's called AWF, Australasian Wrestling Federation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a big thing in Australia, not just in Queensland, but also in Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide. Almost kind of similar to like New Japan and all that sort of thing. The minor wrestling companies. Yeah, and I've actually seen because I actually there has been a few occasions that WWE Hall of Famers did come to Australia one time before COVID and all that. And I did see a clip on YouTube. Someone from AWF actually had Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts appear in AWF and all that here in Australia.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, it's actually worth watching and all that too.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got lots of indie promotions here too in the U.S. Like, it's cool that the internet exists, so people get tired of watching WWE or the few people that don't like AEW, they don't want to watch those. They can always go watch some indie promotion on YouTube.
I wish I wish my TV actually had was a smart TV so that I could be able to install the Fight app on there and watch AEW on there. Like my friend in Wodonga, Andy does because a friend of mine in Wodonga, he's a wrestling fan. His name's Andy, and he gets AEW and WWE and all that over at his place and all that. Because when I actually went over to his place last New Year's Eve gone and all that, I was actually invited over to his place one night, and we've been watching the marathon of All Elite Wrestling over at his place. Yeah, so he's a massive wrestling fan and all that, and he actually told me that if he ever hears any WWE live events here in Australia, Yeah, he said that he'll let me know, and he'll secure me a ticket to go with him to go and see it, whether it's Sydney or Melbourne or something like that in the future.
Yeah, hopefully so. Because right now, other than here in the U.S., they're still talking about going back to Saudi Arabia, of all places.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and apparently they want to do a women's kind of Queen of the Ring tournament. They want to have the finals there in Saudi Arabia, which Saudi Arabia being the place that is slowly starting to give women rights, but it's
Yeah.
still kind of weird to see women's wrestling there because they still have to cover up all their body, other than maybe let their heads show. But
it's. I think it's because being a Middle Eastern country, it's
yeah,
I think they do have some sort of Sharia law going on over there.
yeah, but at least they're getting a little more progressive over there. But yeah, they're still kind of like where they have to still supervise their women out in public.
Yeah, I mean it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
From what I've actually heard, anyways, John. Unlike us
Yep,
in the western parts of the country and all that, like
Oh
yourself,
yeah.
the UK,
Yep.
us in Australia, Western countries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely no surprise about that. But I mean, yeah, like I said, it's a cultural thing anyway. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not here. Yeah, I'm definitely not here to judge them on that. That's
Well,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
No, that's it. Yeah, but I thought I'll definitely look forward to see what's going on SmackDown tomorrow. Since now we actually heard that Finn Balor is stepping up to the plate to challenge Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns has actually accepted Finn Balor's. So it's got me wondering what John Cena's going to say about that.
I know. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, that's it. And the fact that Roman actually badmouthed about John Cena, hoping that he'll change to a new person, and actually said that that Hollywood has actually tricked him, and it was doing it as Roman says a nostalgia act.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably why he declined it, because he was hoping he'll see the new John Cena, not the nostalgia act one.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if that will mean too that if The Rock came back, which most likely he may like doing so later in the year or as early as next year.
Well, yeah, they're talking about Survivor Series because this will mark the 25th year since The Rock's debut at Survivor Series.
Wow.
So that's what they want to do, is have him come back for that show to hopefully build up towards his match with Roman at WrestleMania next year.
Yes. And I know that will put the ratings up on the roof for that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. And right now WWE is gonna need it with all the stuff going with AEW. With CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, I think Daniel Bryan's actually the new name now. I think Bryan.
Well, yeah, Bryan Danielson, his real name, because Daniel Bryan was his WWE name.
Bryan Danielson, yeah. And I wonder who CM Punk is going to go sign up as. Probably.
No, I think he actually owns his name, so he can use CM Punk. Remember, he used it in UFC because he didn't, because otherwise WWE could have fought him for that. So I think he was smart and actually bought his own name. So that's why he could use that, just like Chris Jericho can use his name, and when they actually do that, yeah. Now let me tell you something. I've been hearing rumors. I don't know if this is true, but there could always be a chance Brock Lesnar could show up in AEW. Because they're saying Brock Lesnar has not re-signed with WWE, and they're saying he might sign somewhere else. So, that'll be a big game changer if they get Lesnar. Lesnar, Punk, and Bryan. I mean, man.
Well, funny you say that, because according to the current superstar roster on the WWE website, I believe Brock Lesnar is still on there.
Yeah. Right now he is, but he just hasn't re-signed a new deal. But you know how these dirt sheets are. They want to stir the pot.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. That's it for sure. But, yeah. Yeah, because when I actually heard about CM Punk signing up to AEW, if that is the case...
Oh, they're making it... Yeah, they're making it look like it's the case. They hinted, on AEW Dynamite. Like, they had one with Darby Allin and Sting doing a promo. And he didn't say CM Punk by name, but he started talking about the best in the world and the pay-per-view that's going to be in Chicago.
Yeah, I was about to say that they probably won't debut him until probably when they do a live show at Chicago, Illinois.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep. And like
so
MJF
that'll
did a little portion of like the CM Punk pipe bomb, and he used it for Chris Jericho. Like he tried to kind of quote it, like just maybe a part of it word by word, not all of it, but just like a portion of it.
yeah.
So they really are dropping those hints that CM Punk is coming.
Yeah, well, that's it. And if CM Punk does turn up on AEW as well as Bryan Danielson, then yeah, WWE is going to be in dire straits to get ratings by then.
Yeah, I mean they're lucky that Dynamite's on Wednesdays, not Mondays, because if you put Dynamite on a Monday, I think that would destroy Raw in the ratings.
Oh, it definitely would. It definitely would. And not to, yeah, well, it's a good thing they're actually doing it on Wednesday, so that way it doesn't impact Monday and Tuesday.
Oh
And of
yeah,
course Friday over there, because you got
yeah,
like Raw on Monday there, which is Tuesday morning our end. Then you
yeah,
got NXT Tuesday night there, which is Wednesday morning our end. And
yep.
then you've got Friday night SmackDown on Fox over there, which is Saturday morning our end.
Well, and also AEW is going to start their new show Rampage, which will be on Fridays, but I think it'll be on right after SmackDown, so they don't go directly up against them.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good call by that. So that way that after SmackDown they can just watch AEW afterwards.
Oh yeah. Well, SmackDown's definitely the more solid show, so I think SmackDown wouldn't really get beaten as bad as Raw, because Raw's been almost hard to watch at times.
Yeah, well, that's it. And the fact that they've actually got one of the key players like Seth Rollins, for instance, over to SmackDown. Yeah, Raw's ratings have been, little hard to get up and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and with Roman being the head of SmackDown right now, yeah, a lot of people have been watching the blue brand right now. Not that I've got a problem with that, only because blue's my favorite color.
Yeah, if it was going by colors, I mean, Raw would be my favorite, and it was at one point, and I still like Raw, but it's just not the same old show that it used to be.
No, well, that's it. That's it. But saying that, I mean, I've been watching both of them and all that, and I can see that Raw's been really struggling a bit, but I do watch it only because Rhea Ripley's still on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I want to see how she's been doing and all that. And to have Nikki Cross as the Raw Women's Champion, I thought that was the perfect cash in.
Yeah. The only bad thing is, though, it may not last very long. I've heard some house shows that she's been booed because people kind of think it's weird she's in this rivalry between, Rhea and Charlotte. So, of course, people are going to still boo Charlotte, but they're trying to cheer more for Rhea because, how Rhea had the belt taken off her so quick to go to Charlotte just so Charlotte can lose it to Nikki. So, they're going to see how much longer before Nikki drops the belt back here to Charlotte or drop it to Rhea.
And I don't know if this is being talked about, but what are the chances of Becky Lynch showing up on SummerSlam?
I know it's got to happen. It's overdue. We all thought maybe she was going to come back from Money in the Bank, and it's like, nope. So it's like,
no, but
this is going to be your.
Yeah, because the crowd have been hinting about that. So yeah, and of course, as usual, Charlotte, bagging to Becky Lynch and all that. And about all that, because we've seen it. We were watching Money in the Bank pay per view the other week when he actually pointed out that she's been flipping the fans off when they mentioned Becky's name.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and and like I said back then, she's definitely taken a page out of Stone Cold Steve Austin's book.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the fact that she's been booed when she's doing it, when Charlotte's doing it. But if it was Stone Cold Steve Austin, the fans will go really crazed if it was Stone Cold doing it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because he's the only one in the roster who can get away with doing that.
Oh, yeah, that was a part of his personality. He had to.
Well, exactly right. I mean, he's not called the Texas Rattlesnake for nothing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And if he wasn't got any severe injuries that made him not compete anymore and all that, even though he did made it clear to himself that he's officially retired, but if he ever did come back to the ring, if he wanted to, I'd love to see him team up with Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I don't know. Austin's. Yeah, I was gonna say Austin's that one wrestler who basically just stayed retired, unlike every other wrestler that said they're gonna retire, like Shawn Michaels, then all of a sudden come out of retirement. So at least you can kind of hold Austin to actually stay retired. Like he's fine with not wrestling anymore, and that's cool.
Yep. Well, Shawn Michaels had a good reason to come out of retirement because of how he was disrespected by Kane and Undertaker during the pay-per-view when it was here in Melbourne, Australia.
Well, yeah, kind of, but also that payday because they had the pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, so that's a lot of people say. Because he could have just kind of said, "Nah, I'm gonna stay retired," but whatever, that's his choice.
No, that's it. But it was actually good that he came back for the one time only to team up with Triple H and reunite as D-Generation X.
Oh yeah.
Now that's one of the best tag teams in the Attitude Era or
Oh yeah.
Ruthless and Aggression Era.
Oh yeah, definitely one of the best. I mean, alongside the Hardys, the Dudleys, Edge and Christian.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dudleys,
those right there, those are the three top tag teams of the Attitude Era. And then you could throw like APA in there as well.
Oh yes. JBL and then Ron Simmons. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, back when they were Bradshaw and Farouk. APA always pounding ass.
Oh, absolutely, man, and I love that theme song.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, we better not do that, otherwise you might get a copyright. Even just doing it vocally.
I'm sure. I think I can do like a few seconds of it, and then just good.
Because I actually listen to some of the WWE themes in my car and all that as I travel in the car. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some good theme songs. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, like DX and all that because a friend of mine from Blacktown in Sydney, Rob Aligno, well, I haven't spoken to him for a while and all that, but him and I are like our own version of Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Like he's the serious one, and I'm the silly one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And if you put him and I together, we'll just be as bad as Hunter and Shawn Michaels put together. and whoever's the boss of the company and all that, we will humiliate the boss like you wouldn't believe. I mean, they've done a good number on Vince McMahon back in that day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And one of them is actually one of my favorites. When both Triple H and Shawn Michaels were actually in the control truck, controlling everything.
Oh yeah, I remember we were talking about that. Yeah, back a while back, talking about the Vince loves cock and changing his voice, first high pitch to low pitch, making him fart. Yep, I remember that conversation. Yeah. Oh man,
the moment they did that fart sound, my face was like. I tried not to laugh, but I just couldn't stop.
Oh god, yeah, they were just doing all the craziest pranks. Everything from spraying the DX logo on the building in Stamford, Connecticut, to stealing the plane and spray paints in it, and then they screwed up Vince McMahon's limo, like had it like a chain on the back wheels, and the limo starts to drive off, and it just falls off. Vince is grabbing it, it's like ah! Oh man!
What else?
And then the time where he and Shane, the Spirit Squad, were in the ring, and they told him look up, and they got all that shit on them.
Yeah, what was it? We got 2 words for you, and everyone's calling out "suck it," and they're like, "No,
yeah, look up."
We had another 2 words in common. Look up, and it got
slimed. Yeah. Yep.
But my favorite one of them all is back in the 90s during the WCW invasion.
Oh yes, that was iconic.
It was the DX tank and everything. Have all the DX crew and all that. Like you got like Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, X-Pac, the China, the 8th wonder of the world. Yeah. And I don't know if Kevin Nash was part of DX or whatnot.
No, he wasn't. No, Triple H and Kevin Nash were friends together in this group that was called the Click, so that's how well they knew each other with them and Shawn Michaels, X-Pac, and Scott Hall. So they had that kinship together before Hall and Nash had left the company.
Yeah.
Now the funny thing about the DX invasion, I guess it happened during the day, so it wasn't happening while Nitro was on the air. So it would have been something if Nitro would have been on the air and they tried to get in, but they said no, it wasn't their intention. They just wanted to kind of rattle some feathers, rough up some feathers, just to kind of say, hey, you want a war? We got a war for you guys. You guys decided to pick a fight with us, so we're bringing it at you guys.
Exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, because originally they were trying to make it look like that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were invaders from WF when Scott Hall came on that episode Nitro and said, "You want a war? You want a war? You got a war." Well, WF's like, "Well, no, we're gonna give you an actual war by just letting DX come over there and try to, fire shots at you guys."
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
the closest they got to invade WCW really was when they went to the CNN Center. And they were actually there with employees there and having them all do the cross chops.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like this one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to do on camera here.
Yeah.
Especially with it being a little portrait for this stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon those watching will definitely get the
picture. Oh, yeah.
Doing.
Yeah, whoever is watching, our one viewer.
just the one viewer.
Yeah, whoever's watching, feel free to say hi. I mean, just keep it friendly.
Yeah. It's not like we're going to throw you into a pool of sharks.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see maybe if David.
Do it.
No, God, no. Yeah, to see who's up late this time, whether it be maybe TN Coupon or if he's up late, or David Whitted Toys and Collectibles, or trying to see if the people we tried to invite are up.
Yeah, well, or even Mark Souls, since I did tag him and he's actually online on Discord right now.
Yeah, so he must be busy chatting on one of the other servers he's on or something. Because
I know, because he does go on other servers and all that, and of course on
which is cool.
Yeah, so he could be busy on on the other servers or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was gonna and also I was gonna look into get another WWE shirt, but unfortunately the one I wanted to get that says the head of the table, they didn't have it in my size, so I'm gonna have to wait until another time until it's actually up to my size.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's hard to find shirts in like 2X or 3X or whatever size you got to order. They don't like making shirts for tall guys or big guys as much as people who wear XLs or smaller.
Well, the fact that I've actually lost a bit of weight and all that during my walks, about 2 or 3 times a week, I think I'm back down to an XL now.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's better to buy bigger shirts though, because they like to shrink in the wash. So, and I know you being a tall guy, that's gonna be bad. Trying to wear a shirt, and then all of a sudden it shrinks on you, so it goes up when you hold your arms up. I used to hate that.
The problem is though, the problem with that though, man, is that because when I do go up a shirt size than what I am, they're normally too baggy for my liking. Sort of.
I know. I hate that.
Yeah, because they don't make it in length anymore like they used to.
Yeah, that's why usually I don't dry my shirts if it's one I want to really keep in that size. I just wash them and then I let them air dry and they don't shrink.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just let it air dry after I wash them and all that. So.
Yeah, because they'll tear eventually in the wash, but it's better than having to shrink. Because I would hate that, get a new shirt, like it'd be like a 2X or a 3X, and then it would shrink in the wash, and then I'd have my shirt go up, my belly would start showing. I'm like, man, the shirt was just my size. Now it's not. I had.
Well, I guess I think the big secret to keeping them the same size after wash is just use cold water. That's what we.
Well, yeah, that too. I always use cold water. I only use hot water if I'm washing maybe all white clothes. But yeah, since I wear mostly dark colored clothing, I'll just use cold water.
Yeah, dark clothes person here. So
plus, it's more energy efficient, and also because Stone Cold said so. I don't know if you've seen those commercials for Tide.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm sure you might have seen the ones with Stone Cold and Ice-T. This is your cold call. I love those
Yeah,
commercials.
funny you say that because I do have a customized shirt that I've got here somewhere that I've bought a few years back. Kind of similar to Stone Cold's like Austin 316, except mine says Russell 316.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I saw it online one time and I thought, yes, I've got to get it, and I did. and every time when people look at me, they look at me weirdly, and they ask
Yeah,
me,
because they might not know you're a wrestling fan. They might think you're trying to do something biblical because always brings up John 316 because that's where the origin of Austin 316 came from.
Yeah, exactly
Because
right.
of his feud with Jake the Snake Roberts. You talk about John 316, well, Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass.
Yeah, just got that right, son.
Man, it's crazy. That's 25 years ago. That and the NWO, like, man. Like, 1996, that was a hell of a year. I wish I would have been watching wrestling then, because I didn't start watching wrestling until at least 2 years later.
Yeah.
But man, that was like a game changer. Just
Oh,
think
sure
about
was.
all that. I mean, I've been thinking about having like maybe more live stream discussions, like try to have more guests on where we can talk about this stuff, about like the impact, even try to get people on who weren't around at the time. Because obviously you and I were both around the time we were kids.
Oh,
But like
yeah,
have
because
somebody like John Patel who like, wasn't born yet, but I know he's like, man, the stuff he knows about wrestling and that all the research he's done, I mean, man. That's good when you have somebody that's younger that knows their wrestling, you could swear like they were around during the time, when we were fans or even sooner, like man.
Yeah, well, I didn't become a wrestling fan until around about 1999 or something like that.
Okay, so you became a fan a year after I did.
Yeah, just a little bit, because because I didn't start getting into it until it was like on my last year of primary school, which was 1999, and a year before I started high school. So, and I was actually really lucky enough to be able to watch I don't know if it was that it was the early years of the Attitude Era or somewhere in the middle. Or something
I was gonna say if it was 1999 Attitude Era, because Attitude Era had just started around towards the end of 1997. So yeah, you were definitely there, and Attitude Era didn't end until about 2001.
Yeah, I didn't watch it as much as I would now, but back then I did watch some probably I think once a month or something like that sort of thing. Because I think because I think back then we were real limited to what.
Well, yeah, and also because it's live. Yeah, because it was live here in America, so you guys would get it like maybe like the next day.
Yeah, like it would have been like morning our end. It depends on the time too, because I think with Raw is War, I think I would have been at school at the time it was on.
Yeah, or they could have had it in prime time, so it could have been like daytime Tuesday here, and then prime time for you guys. So you guys would have had to wait like more than 24 hours to get the show.
Yeah, well, back then, because I think we didn't get ours until like a day after or something like that. But now that with everything with modern technology now, we can be able to watch it live now in the same time as you guys do.
Which I like. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And the fact that it's actually in the daytime here, it's actually even better.
I know, that's one thing I like, that, of all the other places I could chat with people in other countries, that, you guys in Australia, you guys are up, right when I'm up late at night, so, yeah, it's like daytime for you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Like right now, it's actually like 3:30 in the afternoon here, and it's like Friday the 30th here already. So we're basically in the future.
Yep, it's 12:30 a.m. here Friday, so Friday just started for me.
Well, there you go. No, good stuff. So it's probably past midnight over there now. So there you go.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, like when I was gonna say when I started watching wrestling, I started watching WCW first because that's what got me into wrestling, and it was all thanks to a video game. And I mentioned it in my little reaction review of my video I did, that it was WCW versus NWA World Tour. If I never played that game, I don't think I would have ever really got into wrestling. And I think also it was when my stepdad was like flipping through the channels and he stopped it at Monday Nitro. So eventually I went back to my bedroom and changed that channel and I watched those. Man, I was hooked.
Nice. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, it actually reminds me, I have to I've got to look into doing some game recordings down the track of WWF No Mercy. Since I could be able to play it on real hardware here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No Mercy, and also get WCW NWO Revenge. That's another good one.
Yeah, I'll have to see yeah, I'll definitely have a look on eBay and see if they sell it, if they made it for this region here.
Yeah, you should be able to, hopefully. That, and also there's a couple more. Of course, the one I just mentioned earlier, WCW versus NWO World Tour. That's the first one. Then Revenge. Then WF WrestleMania 2000, and then of course No Mercy, because they were all made by the same company, THQ. It's just
Yeah.
they did those
Okay.
WCW games first, and then moved on to WF games.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just having a look on here right now. The WCW games they did make here in Australia. There's WCW NWO Revenge,
Mhm.
and then there's WCW versus NWO World Tour.
Yep, that's the games.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm actually looking on here right now. They actually got it in real good prices, especially a good price for a box version too.
Oh wow, yeah. If you want, yeah, keep it as a collector's item.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's it because because when I want to buy this stuff, yeah, I like to get them boxed in a reasonable price as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep, they definitely got them here in box ones. Up to no more than $100 here. So that's
Hey, that's not bad.
yeah. Well, that's
Considering
it.
that when those games came out, they were like $40 to $50, so that's not bad when you can actually find it for about 100.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's probably around about that price when they first came out here.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Considering that these games are upwards to 25 years old, I mean, or
Oh
at
yeah.
least 20 years old in the way when it comes to No Mercy.
Hmm. No, that's it for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I'll have to look into again WWF Attitude as well.
That one's all right. I would say that one, the graphics were decent, but the gameplay is a little tricky on it. Like I like the other ones THQ made. Like they made it a
Hmm.
lot easier. Like the ones that were made by Acclaim, you just had to enter a lot of buttons. So it's like if it's a little frustrating because then you have to hit pause and check the moves. I mean, they weren't
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
games, and for N64 games, they had pretty good audio. Like I remember Duff Attitude and also the one that came before Warzone. They actually put in the actual wrestler voices, so it was cool to actually hear them talk as you're
Oh
fighting
right.
them.
Okay.
And then like
Oh
Attitude had like some pretty good like sound for like the theme songs. I was like, man, like this was like good quality. You'd
yeah.
swear it was like on a CD, but it was on a cartridge instead.
Yeah, well, that's it, and of course, yeah, and not to mention too, I know, in today's world, it would be outdated only because back then the N64 did had some hardware limitations at the time,
Yeah, because No
so
Mercy,
that
great game as it was, yeah, they couldn't really get like the best quality versions of the theme songs.
no, that's it. But yeah,
Yeah,
but I actually did hear that Warzone was actually pretty good and all that. So
yeah, Warzone
yeah,
was
so
decent
that
for what it was.
yeah, I just wish the Nintendo Switch will actually allow you to to get like virtual console like N64 and then
Hmm.
download these WWF games. If they did that, then yeah, I definitely will have to one day. It definitely will one day. Get that, and if you ever get a Switch and all that, and had the same things, I could have gave you a verse game on that too to see how good we are when it comes to
Yeah,
wrestling games.
yeah, I'll try to aim for getting a Switch in the future. Like, there's a lot of things I want to try to get, like a new laptop, maybe.
Yeah,
Try to just get more live streaming equipment. I mean, I do want to kind of venture out there and try to make this a more regular thing.
yeah. Well, yeah. When I got my Switch last month and all that, I actually paid using Afterpay, like
Mhm.
pay a quarter of it and get the item now, and keep on paying
Oh yeah.
each quarter of it for each fortnight. And this week was actually my last payment on it, and now I don't have to pay any more on it, which is good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just been really hard to get me peeps on the pie chat to actually do a live stream with me with some gameplays and all that. But I'm pretty sure that will change around about October when I log into again Mario Party Superstars and all that. So that way we can definitely teach definitely test everyone's
Yeah.
friendship on that one. Mm. And in case you're wondering what made me get the Switch and Super Mario Party, you can blame Xavier Woods from Up Up Down Down. When I actually watch their premiere. And the best part of it is have Adam Cole trolling Tyler Breeze on there all the time.
Oh man.
Yeah, it really is. And and just recently I've been watching their premiere of with them all together. I don't know whose house they were in, but I think that they were at Tyler Breeze's or Austin Creed's place, Xavier Woods, and all that. But yeah, they're actually playing. I actually watch them on their YouTube channel, playing Uno cards, like literally Uno cards. And rather than being this little sizes, they're like gigantic sizes, just for the heck of it. And whoever gets the first score up to 3, the other 3 losing team have to eat a piece of lemon.
No, thank you. Oh God, that'd be the worst thing to do. Ugh.
Well, I don't know whose idea that was, but I don't know if that was Cesaro's idea or Adam Cole's idea. I don't know. Either of the two.
Yeah.
And not to spoil it in case you haven't watched their videos as of late, but Cesaro has actually bought his audio box thing that he presses a certain button and it makes weird sounds like the DJ horn sound or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got to trust Swiss on that one. But I actually like the nicknames they give each other on Xavier Woods' Up Down Down YouTube channel. Like Adam Cole, he calls himself Chugs.
Chugs.
Yeah, I don't know what made him come up with an idea calling him Chugs and all that, but it really suits him. For a video gaming channel, playing video games by WWE superstars. Yeah, and Cesaro calls himself Swiss.
Well, makes sense because he is from Switzerland, so.
Yeah, exactly right. And the meme that's going on there at the moment is Cesaro saying, "Who's Waluigi?" And of course, you got Austin Creed, Xavier Woods, since he's using his I don't know if Austin Creed's his real name or another wrestler name. Who knows? But
I think his last name is something different, but his real first name is Austin. Yeah, I think his real name is Austin Watley because he used to go by the name Austin Creed before he started WWE. It was like his name on the independent circuit, and then he also went by the name Consequences Creed when he was in TNA.
Yeah, and of course Tyler Breeze, he calls himself Breeze. Nice.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was actually worried that Tyler Breeze was going to quit Up Down Down after he was released from WWE. Seeing that Up Down Down is set up by WWE for Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
But apparently he's still on there.
Yeah, I guess he's not really in a hurry to get back in the ring anytime soon. So I guess he's enjoying, doing the streaming.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it for sure. So yeah, well, mind you too, because I think some casts on Up Down Down. I think I don't know. I think one of the females that actually quit, who actually got released from WWE some years back, and she's actually been on Up Down Down even up to today. Yeah, and the ones that do on there too. Ember Moon goes on there sometimes. Liv Morgan does at times as well. Shayna Baszler of all people as well. Dakota Kai sometimes. Yeah, there's definitely a few names and all that, but the ones I mostly watch is the original 4 Amigos. Yeah, like I said, Austin Creed, Cesaro, Adam Cole, and Tyler Breeze. They call themselves Da Party. Yeah, and because when I was actually watching the Super Mario Party premiere stream, they've actually done some months back. Yeah. Oh, hang on a sec, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, my mom.
That's all right.
Yeah, my mom just keeps forgetting that I'm actually on stream.
Okay, it's understandable.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Anyways, and there was actually one segment where when they were actually playing and all that, and Adam Cole actually decided to get went to a space on Mario Party that he could be able to steal a star, and his face was priceless. You know, after Tyler Breeze not only stole his star from the earlier game, but as well as stealing his favorite Mario character, I believe Holy Moly Mole, something like that. And he was actually, you know, he was just playing the game like this, and when he got to his to the where he wants to go to, he looks in the camera like this, and then gives a big cheeky grin. in other words, he's eyeballing Tyler Breeze on that one and stole the star off him. And then when he actually started doing that, then Tyler Breeze like, "You're gonna let Swiss win, you idiot!" Oh, that was absolutely funny as hell. So that's the reason they got me into getting this game for the Switch. But saying that too, I probably will look into probably getting WWE 2K18 down the track as well, because that was the only WWE game came for the Switch.
Yeah, and probably for good reason, because of how bad 2K20 was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I was actually hoping that they would have done 2K19 for the Switch as well, but they only did it for the PS4. And I think this new one coming up, 2K21, that's actually going to be for the PS5 with more improved graphics.
Yeah, it seems like they seem to favor doing WWE games here on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X more than they want to do it on like a Nintendo console. It's kind of weird how it's been that way in recent years.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll definitely have to see how good that is and all that, and see if there's any ways I could be able to probably do some additional stuff like you would on the PC one, like build your own character, you know, input your own themes and all that.
Yeah,
it actually gave me an idea that that if I want to make a storyline on the PC version, I'll definitely will make my own you know, Persona character on there and put my own theme on there. Yeah, and see how it all goes.
Oh yeah, I would have always loved to do that. Because man, me and my friends back in the day, we were always playing like No Mercy, making our own characters, making our own storylines, and it's cool when they started actually doing that for real in the games. Like SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 had its own creative story mode, so I would put my wrestler persona in there, and it's pretty cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, it would be good. Yeah. I don't know if the 2K ones, the later ones, have actually started doing that or not. I don't know.
Unfortunately, they actually scrapped the creative story mode. I can't remember what game. I want to say it was 2K15 or 16. They scrapped the creative story mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they started doing that for a while through like the end of the SmackDown vs. Raw games into the WWE games before THQ like got sold to 2K, and so they only kept it going for a little bit longer before they decided to drop it.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that would have actually made some common sense and all that, but that's all right. But I'll tell you what. I hope hopefully this new version will actually have everything all updated for today's wrestlers, like Roman Reigns is head of the table persona and all that.
Well, yeah, I would say so, because they always like start the game development usually around the time of WrestleMania, so they have it finished up by then before they try to have like it launch usually like in August or September, maybe as late as October, which usually October is always the usual launch date for the games when they want to have it released.
Yeah, I was going to say around about October, because that's normally the actual month they actually releases new.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I haven't heard much about the game. It's like you think they'd already be getting on the ball trying to get that game already all together. I mean, I guess the pandemic's still kind of making it hard for them to get the motion captures done and whatever the heck they got to do.
Yeah, right.
It's like at least the AEW game seems to be coming along pretty well from what I've seen. Like they're trying to get that game out as soon as they can, but it's weird that 2K hasn't said anything about the next WWE game for 2K22 since they had to skip 2K21 last year.
Right. Okay. Well, according to this, it says here that the 2K22 game should be released in the third quarter of this year. So they say.
Yeah, it's just weird. I haven't heard much about it, like because usually it would pop up my feed talking about it, but maybe they're just trying to keep it under wraps since, you know, E3 this year. I think they weren't able to have because of the ongoing pandemic, or they probably would have done more there. Or I don't know if they did E3, if maybe they just did like an E3 at home. So I know they had to do that at Comic-Con, so I don't
Yeah, I guess
know.
we're gonna have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah.
But from what I can see, with the earlier previews, it looks like they've actually have improved the graphics, especially if you have a look at even you have to look at Rey Mysterio, for instance. It almost looks like it's actually a real photo, but it turns out it's actually computer graphics for the game for the PS5.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the graphics are definitely gonna be a step up since this would be the first game for the new consoles. So for both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, since it was 2 years ago when we last got the last releases for, the Xbox One and the PS4. So it definitely will be a
Yeah,
step up to see these better graphics for the new game.
yeah, I'm actually intrigued to see if it actually turns out really good.
I hope so,
Yeah,
because they rushed 2K20 when they could have took their time on it, since they were switching from Ukes to some other company, and that other company was told, "Hey, get that game done in an instant," but it's not ready yet. Well, we don't care, get it done, and then get the shit
oh yeah,
show that was 2K20. I mean, I never played it because I don't have a Xbox One or a PS4, but when I saw it online, all the weird glitches, I was like, "Wow, they could have waited."
yeah, exactly right. Yeah, they could have at least waited until it's actually done properly and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But if they actually get it done properly this time and not rush it and see if it's really stable, like 2K19 was, because I did hear from fans that 2K19 was actually a real stable one, and they actually
Well,
did it
yeah.
properly.
Yeah, because that was the last one of Ukes. So Ukes had already been doing the games, since like I want to say it was since they did the first game for the GameCube back in
Yeah,
2001, the WrestleMania 18. So that's when they had switched from Aki, who was the previous publisher in Japan, the
yeah,
people that did No Mercy and Revenge, and when they had switched
mm.
to Ukes, so they already knew what they were doing. And it's kind of crazy
Yeah.
to
There
think
you
about.
go.
I think Ukes is supposed to have some involvement in AEW game, or I know Aki is, but man, to think that WWE had to leave Ukes behind, and man.
Mm.
But
I've
hopefully
actually
the
been,
people, doing the new game, hopefully they'll at least learn from the mistakes of the previous game and make sure that it actually is going to be a better one.
yeah. And with the mention about the AEW games and all that, yeah, I'm actually really intrigued to see how good the AEW games might turn out like.
Well, I know there's a trailer online. It shows Kenny Omega, and I can't remember who. I think he wrestles Chris Jericho first, and then at the end it shows him wrestling Hikaru Shida.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The Alpha versus Omega match between
Yeah.
Jericho and Kenny Omega. Yeah, that's what started the first successful show of AEW Double or Nothing when it first came in. Oh, pardon me, first came in. Whew. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then bang, John Moxley makes his debut on that day.
I know, man, and that was a game changer.
It sure was. It sure was, and I've actually seen some fan made video reactions of WWE wrestlers pretending to shockingly react to John Moxley's debut, but it turns out it wasn't didn't really happen. But I got to admit it was a good edit.
All right, I'm just doing some real quick. I'm gonna post a comment here,
Yeah,
so
sure.
everybody can see the trailer, later on, or if they're watching now. I also want to see if anything pops up on the screen here.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Oh, I'm surprised nothing's popping up on the side. Weird. Let me see.
Mm.
Oh,
There
okay,
we
I hit the
go.
wrong. All right, now it's on there. All right, awesome. Now I can see
There we
comments.
go.
Awesome. All right, it just
Yep.
takes a while for it to pop up.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah, it's just a matter of the waiting game, I guess.
yeah. So there's the link to the AEW game trailer for anybody that wants to watch it. Whenever you guys see it later in the live chat replay.
Absolutely. Yeah, and give us your thoughts too, people, on the chat. Just give us your thoughts about it. See if you're
Yeah.
looking forward to it, or are you going to buy it, or something something or not.
Yeah. If anybody is watching, it says we have 0 viewers.
Yeah, we'll give them time. Give them time.
I know. Well, at least if there's anyone that's a late nighter, maybe, hey, somebody in Hawaii might be watching. I know Hawaii is like 5 hours behind me. I think it's like still like 5, about to be 6 o'clock over there, so it's still Thursday over there.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, being Hawaii, I think it would be. I'm pretty sure about a few hours ahead of us from here.
No, because they're like at the international date line, so they're actually like one of the last time zones.
Oh yeah.
I think like the people that are ahead of you guys are Guam or I think it's Samoa, and then the international date line, and then it goes to Hawaii. So Hawaii ends up being behind.
Oh right, okay. Well, I know that the people ahead of us is actually New Zealand. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to
you're probably right. Probably Samoa. Yeah, you're probably right. Samoa would be ahead of New Zealand as well, I think.
Yeah, because it's 7:57 currently in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh, there you go. But yeah. Well, hopefully this year round and later on in the year, I'm looking forward to see what Survivor Series will bring, and I am keeping fingers crossed. Hopefully, the Great One will be there to confront Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I reckon that would make a good rivalry between Bloodline again, rather than the Usos. It'll be the Tribal Chief versus the original Tribal Chief.
Yeah. Well, the Tribal Chief versus the Great One.
Oh, yeah.
The People's Champion.
Yeah, can you smell it? Yeah, there you go. All you have to, the only way The Rock can be able to focus on this, he needs to dump bloody Kevin Hart and he'll be right.
Oh man.
Let me get me breath for a second. yeah. Put it this way. I know with The Rock and Kevin Hart goes. Oh man, yeah, especially when I was watching his movies, Jumanji and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now that really shows good chemistry between those two, even if they.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even though
and also the other movie they did together, Central Intelligence. That's a pretty good one.
Exactly right, and I think there was actually a show I watched on YouTube. I think the Graham Norton show, the British show, when they actually had Dwayne and Kevin Hart there. Yeah, and they were actually showing some old photos back when they were 15 and all that. And you look at Dwayne Johnson when he was 15, it almost looked like he was already an adult at 15 because of
he already had like a full mustache and beard when he was that age. Like, man.
Oh yeah. Oh no, and when you look at Kevin Hart, he's almost looked like he's still a preschooler.
Yeah, I know.
Well, not to bag out the Kevin Hart fans, but I'm just
it's all good fun. I'm sure he's used to have those jokes. Like, there's a picture online with him and some basketball player, and it says this basketball player is taking his son to his first basketball game, and Kevin Hart says, "Nah, screw you guys." And it's him just being all funny, just pretending that he's buttered, exactly, but he's not.
And just the other day when I was actually watching, I don't know, it was like the nominees or something like that. Kevin Hart got a nomination for a movie and all that, and he was actually thanking everyone. And when he looked at Dwayne Johnson, looked at The Rock, and he said, "Yeah, the one," and said, "I'm not thanking you," just for a joke or something like that. Which I knew he was actually, roasting Dwayne Johnson and all that, which I knew right away. It's just a bit of an inside joke between those two.
Well, yeah, because when you're a comedian, you have to have a sense of humor. It doesn't matter what kind of comedy you're getting involved,
Yeah, exactly right.
Especially when it comes to insults. Like, if you can't, laugh at an insult, then you just shouldn't be in comedy.
Yeah, exactly right. And if he needs some more lessons when it comes to comedy, he needs to go to see Steve Harvey. Now he's the king of comedy.
Oh God, yes. He's one of the originals. Yeah, him and D.L. Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer, and the late Bernie Mac.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I've been doing a bit of binge watching of Steve Harvey when he used to have his own talk show. But the best ones he's ever done with is when he invited Dr. Phil on his show. Now it's like when they're doing some segments for people who wants to get some professional advice. Dr. Phil gives out the medical advice. Meanwhile, Steve Harvey gives out the hood advice.
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And I thought to myself, Steve Harvey would definitely, the best anger translation for Dr. Phil. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that he doesn't do Family Feud here in Australia and all that. That would have been really funny and put the ratings up high.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, because I mean he's really funny. Yeah, because I can see why he's been really popular on that game show for I think over 10 years now.
Oh yeah, at least I think he took over as host in like 2008, I believe. I'm trying to remember because there was like a couple of like several other hosts before him.
Yeah,
like the one before him was yeah.
Yeah, because
well, let's see. The one before him was an actor that was on Seinfeld. This guy named John O'Hurley. Like he played this character named Jay Peterman. He was the previous host, and before that was Richard Karn, who was Al Borland on Tool Time, which I thought he was a pretty good host.
Yeah, well, I know the one before that as well. I know the ones from the early years. I remember Louis Anderson.
Oh yeah, and then he was one. Yeah, well. They had when they first started the revival back in like 2001 of Family Feud. So it went from him to Richard Karn to John Hurley, and then to Steve Harvey. And yeah, Steve Harvey, he definitely made it work. Just his reactions to some of those people, what they would say. Like, I always think one of the funniest ones is like he asked somebody, name something you wouldn't want to see when you open the door. I know the guy goes, yeah, that one. And the look on his face, like, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them, man.
Oh, yeah.
But my favorite part, with Steve Harvey on some of his shows, especially when the answer is that good and most hilarious, even if it's not on the board, the moment Steve Harvey says, guess what? Your ass is on YouTube. That's going to be good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But my favorite one is the celebrity one when he had Snoop Dogg on there. Oh, yeah, the one with Snoop Dogg takes the cake of them all. Because when especially when he says fill in the blank, pie in the what, and Snoop Dogg said horse. That was a YouTube moment. And Steve Harvey's reaction was absolutely priceless. Pie in the what the hell did you say?
Damn.
That's what actually happens. Anyone who's actually watching, folks, when your brain cells suffered a little bit, you're going to have moments like that.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing Big Snoop and all that, absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I believe I've actually did watch I believe on YouTube some clips on there of the recent Celebrity Family Feuds, and I believe oh, you're not watching it, are you?
Yep.
Now, anyways, the recent Celebrity Family Feud I've watched from the American version on YouTube. They actually had AEW wrestlers. I believe Jack Perry, aka Jungle Boy, was on there.
We ask 100 women, how much does your purse weigh? You said 3 pounds. Survey said.
Oh, jeez.
What's the number one answer? 2051. Name a salad dressing you find in most salad bars. You said French. Survey said
French. That's it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. It made me wish Steve Harvey who did the one in Australia as well instead of Grant Daniel.
April Fool's Day. Survey said.
Oh boy. Now that's when it gets interesting right there. Oh boy.
wrestlers playing. I now get to find out what the hell he said. We need 1 point. Fill in the blank. How in the what the hell did he say?
I didn't.
Now I can see why Steve Harvey gets high ratings on Family Feud, and that's why they don't want him to leave.
He doesn't even want to say it back. Oh God.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if that was me in that position and I did say Sky first and said no, try again, I think I'll probably top Steve Dogs and say donkey, pie in the donkey.
Yeah.
That would be a YouTube moment, that one. That one never gets old. Trust me.
Yeah.
Brazils
have suffered a little bit. Wow.
This is going to be on YouTube.
Well, it's definitely on YouTube.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Oh yeah. But yeah, I've actually, as I was saying before you played that too, earlier on, there was a recent Celebrity Family Feud in America, and I believe they had wrestlers from AEW on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Jack Perry, aka Jungle Boy, and aka the son of the late Luke Perry. But it was actually good to see him on there and all that. So I don't know who they were going against, but when I saw the title bout, I thought, oh, this must be the AEW wrestlers, and that was mentioned they were going to go on Family Feud.
Yeah, I put on the screen for everybody that does want to see it.
Wait a minute, what does it say? Snoop Dogg high in the horse.
Yeah, because that's what it was. High in the horse. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it said in the video. So I was like, I'd put that there so people can know the context of what we're talking about. So if they're watching the chat replay later, or if they're watching it live now.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah. Steve Harvey is an absolute genius when it comes to coming up with good stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And with his other shows like the Steve Harvey Show and all that, he actually interviewed a very good person on there who happens to be a debt collector, and man, his response was absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Oh, I've been waiting to meet one of y'all. And been asking, and he says, you! Oh, you want to know why nobody liked you? Yeah. And he actually came up with a good idea of how to pay the creditors and all that. And I was actually thinking about doing this myself. Like, get myself a hat and write people's name and numbers down, put it in the hat, and on the first week of every month, shake it up and pick the paper out. And if that person's name's been the one chosen, they're the lucky person that gets paid. Oh, boy.
Yeah, but of course Steve isn't immune from saying the wrong things. Everybody's going to remember when he accidentally announced the wrong Miss Universe winner.
Oh, yeah. I've actually heard about all that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I reckon he can get away with anything he would say and all that, only because he's got, good comedy experience.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's pretty good. But when there was segments with him and Dr. Phil, oh man, that was really priceless when both of those titans get in the same building. With Dr. Phil being professional, with his doctors, with his psychiatrist skills and all that, and wants to know the real something wrong with the person and all that. Dr. Phil asks up 10 to 15 questions, and then all Steve Harvey wants to say is, what is wrong with him?
Alright, so I'm looking up at the Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey right now. This is the one that says use some duct tape.
I have to go in the guest room. He gets infuriated because he believes that I should stay in the bed and tough it out. I know that I married him for sickness and in health, but my health and well-being is suffering because of loss of sleep when I'm with him. What should I do? Me? You're my guest. Yes, sir. Well, first off, if I was him and I was married to you, I would be upset if you got up and went in another room. Seriously. Thank you. No, seriously, wouldn't you? Yeah, hell, you wake up. Where you going? Seriously, he's being selfish about this because there are remedies for snoring. It almost always is manageable through medical techniques. Sometimes it's as simple as elevating your head. Sometimes you can use an apparatus.
If you think that one's good, John, you should look up the one that says, "Is it weird? You can't keep eating that." Now that one's good.
Just do a little bit of investigation. He just needs to decide. Does he want to spend a little bit of time fixing the problem, or does he want you in another room? It's just a matter of priorities. And so just tell him to pick.
Now, what Dr. Phil's given, he's given medical advice.
Okay, they got home remedies for snoring. Some duct tape. Damn duct tape.
Now, that's good advice.
I can try that, Steve. Put a tube sock in his mouth.
His reaction, I love it.
Yeah, he gives the most funniest great advice.
That works.
How about that? That would make Dr. Phil's PTSD go up the roof on that one because of a certain segment on Dr. Phil's show with the woman that says, you know, it said they take me anytime like that sort of thing.
All right, so what was the one you want me to look up?
Is it weird? You can't keep eating that, Steve Harvey.
Okay, I see it. This one's a 6-minute clip. Let me see if there's a timestamp where I can skip ahead to it.
Baking powder. I was eating when I was pregnant. Okay, Steve, it was 13 years ago. But I still like eating
baking powder.
This is like the weirdest cravings
so what I decided to do was to take the baking powder and add it to the cornstarch, and I ate it. Let me show you how it's done. Okay.
You see the look on
the best
Steve Harvey's and Dr. Phil's face.
All right, so what you do, Steve, is you take the baking powder and you take about.
So I'm gonna show everybody in the stream real quick that might be watching the replay. Hopefully it'll show it again at some point what she's doing. I mean, that just does. Oh my God, that just let me go back and let me try to see if that face right there. Let me try to get the play button off there. His face. That classic Steve Harvey face, like, girl, what the hell wrong with you? That face right there.
No, I think it's more on the it's going to say more on the sales of, what is wrong with your ass?
Yeah. Like, girl, what the hell? Man, it's like... Even Dr. Phil, man.
You're the doctor. You're the doctor. And here we go. Dr. Phil gives professional advice.
How much do you eat?
And then after he asks the questions,
I eat about maybe 2 to 3 containers a week.
Steve Harvey says.
Right. And do you wake up at night and eat this? Oh yeah, I have
now, this is medical advice here by Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
And if I were to restrict you from eating this, what would be your reaction?
These questions and ask Steve Harvey.
I don't know.
Steve Harvey's
that would be nice.
Gets the people laughing.
Would you become agitated? Would you crave it? Yes, definitely crave it. And when you just had that bite of it then, what was your reaction? I want another one.
Oh my God. No.
Emotional reaction?
No.
She didn't just say that.
Just tell me. She didn't just say that.
Baking soda? When I was pregnant with my daughter, I used to eat it all the time. But what about it appealed to you? the saltiness of it a little bit, the texture that
What?
is really.
Is there anything else that rings that bell for you, like popcorn?
Saltiness?
Or
No, not really.
I'm just wondering if you're close to something that everybody else eats. I don't know.
Steve is biding his
what's your
time
question?
before he
What is
gets to.
wrong with you?
There we go. What is wrong? There we go.
There we go.
I just saw him just tapping his foot, just ready to say something.
Yep.
I'm glad Phil is here. Because Phil asked you about 15 questions. And all I just want to know is what's wrong with you?
Well, I asked you those questions because I was trying to find out if she was psychotic or something. Had a bad habit, because I mean, she could have been delusional. You had to bring it over here. Well, I'll tell you soon.
Oh God!
Oh, man.
I'll tell you.
Shame on me, you crazy son. Damn, cornstarch in front of me. Put it in there first. Dr. Phil, let's go. Now savor the moment. Wait savor the moment? We're having a moment here. You didn't want to try.
Well, that is all that does remind me of when a teacher made me eat chalk.
True.
Stay
Did you ever make you eat chalk for writing something ugly on the board? Yeah, but I ain't never.
Come on, savor that. Oh, look at there. Yes.
It tastes like chalk.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got to see the reaction.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
That was my exact reaction. Are you crazy?
It's no nutrition value. Read the back of this damn thing. Nothing. It ain't nothing. You can't just eat bacon powder and
3 of these a week.
I don't know about you, John, but I think Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey need to do a show together.
Yes.
They seriously need to.
can't do that to yourself, sweetie.
Oh man, that'd be something.
Yeah.
That's all right. You go right ahead.
But the lid on this don't eat this no more.
Yeah, I know what the bleep means. Don't eat that shit no more.
Yep.
Slide this out the way.
Yep. Slide this shit out of the way.
How can she stop eating this stuff?
People often start things for one reason and continue them for another. You said you were pregnant?
Yeah, on my clothes.
Hey, behave yourself. I'm giving her some whiskey. All right. You know what?
Look at this. It's all over here.
I think Dr. Phil would be the only person who could be able to put
You know
Steve
what
Harvey in his
this is
place
called?
sometimes.
When people do this regularly,
Oh, and of course,
it's a
that was
disorder
generous.
called pica.
Okay.
Yeah.
You started this because your body probably was craving something, because you really do get cravings when you're pregnant, and it may be that your body was missing something at the time, but then you got into the habit of it, and now it has become something that you use to lower your anxiety, and you've got to come with something new to lower your anxiety. And I'm going to send you a CD that you can pop in, put in your headphones, and listen to that when that spikes for you, and lower your anxiety during that time. And I really suspect that you'll get through those cravings, and you can get away from that if you'll learn to handle your anxiety with other than giving into the cravings.
Right there. No, baby, we're trying to help you, really. That's what Dr. Phil did. But now let me just take this out of it. You cannot eat 3 containers of this a week and expect to stay here. You're a pretty girl. You got a beautiful personality. You seem like a really, really sweet person. You can't keep. What the hell is you eating?
Anxiety reaction. We'll give you something else to do instead of that.
We'll fix it. We're going to get you them tapes and everything. Thank you very much for coming.
Oh
Hey, folks,
man.
welcome.
There you go.
Check out my YouTube channel. Don't
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, well, he
Oh, that was
definitely
so-
knows how to make some hilarious stuff on there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And the fact that Dr. Phil actually told him to behave himself and all that, you can definitely tell he's trying to give her some real wisdom, and Steve Harvey's just been a distraction.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh man, yeah. Well, there you go. Well, Well, I hope every one of you who was actually watching didn't get bored from that or anything like that. If you
Yeah,
were,
and
we
for anyone that was
apologize.
watching, like, wonder why we're on the stream watching a Steve Harvey clip.
Well, mind you, I mean, the title of this stream is live stream testing and all that, so it could be
Yeah.
anything.
Yep. Like, my original title was going to be just live stream for the hell of it.
Well, I mean, this is live stream for the hell of it, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because I'm going to try to do more live streams, and also I was going to make an announcement about my other channel, RHC TCG, that I was going to try to get a booster box of, like, Pokemon cards I was planning to open on that other channel, but with the current saga of my air conditioner making things a little tougher, I have to kind of think about when I'll be able to do that, because I have to see how much this part's going to cost if I have to, you know, take any money out of my own pocket to pay for it, and hopefully don't send me back too far.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing to do is, just get the air conditioning fixed first.
Yeah.
Because that's a real priority,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, especially, yeah.
Yeah, and once that's been all sorted out from your end, then hopefully you could be able to do some toy hunting or card figure lookouts and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for my cat. You know, I had to let him outside. I was like, man, it feels a little better now that it's cooled down outside than it is in the house. I was like, yeah, you better go outside, kitty. Don't stay in here, because I'm going to try to get as much water as I can. And he doesn't want to go near any fans, because obviously cats have sensitive hearing. So the minute he hears that fan, he's going to freak out.
Oh, that's weird, because my cat's...
Well, that's not my cat. My cat's timid. That's how he is. It depends on the cat.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, Cricket here gets a bit timid as well, but she doesn't get that timid when a fan or air conditioner is on.
Well, yeah, the AC when it was running, he didn't really care. But I know the minute I turned on my ceiling fan in the living room, he looked up and he's like, what the heck is that? Like, he just didn't know how to react. So he ran into the kitchen. Yeah.
I hope he didn't have his back legs in sync running off at the same time, is it? Because both my cats do the same thing as well. When they get really skidded, they actually try to run off and they lose traction on the ground.
Anytime I have somebody come to the door, like say I have a pizza delivery, the minute he'll see the shadow of the person walking to the door, he'll look all attentive. Hear the screen door open, he starts getting up. Minute somebody knocks, he runs. I'm like, dang, rescue! You're not gonna get kidnapped by the pizza delivery person. They're just here dropping the pizza. Now you gotta come inside because you have the contact that's delivery. So I just gotta go outside, grab the pizza, Thule, or anything else I might have ordered, come back inside. I mean, it's like, kitty, you're not in any danger. If anything, I might get a delivery driver who might like cats and might want to pet you.
Well, the cat will probably think the delivery driver's got a dog.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that could be the reason. Who knows?
Well, it's just how it is, because I haven't had that many people over my house in the last year or so, so he hasn't had a chance to really get used to people. So, like when my buddy Zach came over here with his wife a while back, he saw them and he just didn't want to go near them. And even then, like Zach's wife had the cat toy trying to get my cat's attention. My cat's just staring at her like, "Who the hell are you?" Like.
Oh, yeah.
So it just depends on the cat. Some cats will be willing to go up to people. Some cats aren't. That's just how my cat is.
No, there you go. I think the best thing to get cats to get used to people and all that. Yeah, because what my nan used to do, which wasn't a good advice, that she used to do, because when she was alive, when she actually had people coming around to come and see her, she always puts the cats in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be the reason why the cats get so scared of people, because my grandmother used to always put them in the room and all that if people came around. But that's not how you get cats to be used to people. You got to let them run amok around the house and get used to people all the time coming around over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I do when I have my mates over and all that. Like sometimes Andy, sometimes Stephen, sometimes Zach as well. And my cats are actually used to them now and all that, because they come around frequently and all that.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to my friend Zach, he lives like an hour away, so he's not here as often. So it was like the first time I saw him in quite a while, just because he had to come into town to help out his dad.
Yeah,
so
that's the same with my friend Zach too, because he lives about an hour away from where I am too, down near the New South Wales and Victoria border. Yeah, that actually reminds me. I've got to give him a call tonight at my end to see if he wants me to pick him up going out tomorrow night. That's all.
Yep, gotcha.
Because I've got to give one of them a call tonight to see what's going on for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I mean, in times like this, it's always good to have friends, whether they're friends online or friends in real life. I mean, man, I was so happy to see Zach. Like I'm not gonna spoil much for my toy hunt, but I didn't really pick up much up anyway. It wasn't even just because of the money issue. It's like I didn't find as much that I wanted to find, especially when it came to Pokemon cards. I mean, oh my god, it's still a drought everywhere I go. Whether it be Walmart not having anything, or going to Target. Target has like a limit now on how much you can buy, and I was like, I'm not gonna spend money on just 2 packs.
That would have to be because of the scalpers and all that.
Yes, yeah. Target, like, they're cracking down. They were making sure, and then Walmart. One of the ones I went to did have some Pokemon cards that they had like the security tags on to like make sure that nobody steal them, because this one Walmart I went to was like in a real bad part of Wichita where like there's like lots of theft, so they had to play it smart. But I just kind of said, I'm just gonna wait a while because of the situation with my air conditioner. I mean, I was lucky to pick up a few figures, like a couple AWs and one WE, but I was like, I'll just call that good, because it's like $20 a piece for a figure. I was like, I'll spend about $60 and call it good. But for me, it was just about the hunt with my buddy Zach, being able to hang out with him again, So that to me was good.
Well, that's actually the one thing I actually missed about when I was living on the Gold Coast 2 years ago and all that. Before I decided to move back to my parents and all that, I used to go over to I think Toy World on the Gold Coast and all that, and some places at Southport. They actually sell WWE figures as well as Pokemon cards and all that. Well, I don't collect Pokemon cards, but I do. But I did. I was starting to collect WWE figures and all that. I've actually got about 2 or 3 already. The 2 little ones with AJ Styles and The Rock, and I've got the normal size one of Roman Reigns before he became the head of the table and all that, which is still up north at my great aunt's place where I used to live.
Okay.
Because my folks were going to go up there in a couple of weeks, to go and get the rest of my stuff up there. But with the border closures and all that, and of course the Delta variant, spreading like wildflowers in Sydney and all that, and some parts of New South Wales where I live. Apparently the Queensland border's shut to New South Wales and all that for God knows how much, and unfortunately it actually derailed my folks' plans to go up there to go and get the rest of my stuff.
Yeah. Well, safety first. I mean, that's all I can do right now.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it for sure. I mean, because I can't really blame the state governments for the for the closures, because they're just doing their best to to stop the Delta variant from coming into their state and all that. So it's pretty understandable.
Yeah, I wish we would do that here, because our country just like too stubborn. Like, they don't want to close down borders. Like, with all the like at first, I think Colorado was the first state here in the U.S. that was getting like the Delta variant, and Colorado's right next door to my state, so
yeah,
I feel like if they would have maybe closed the border sooner, or just like the state lines, like I mean, just early on in the pandemic, just in general, but they just didn't want to, and just keep the spread of the disease going. Like, it's like, man.
Yeah, because when it actually first came down here last year as well, all our state premiers closed the borders immediately. I believe 2 weeks after the COVID-19 was starting to get really serious, not just here, but globally as well, which still is now.
Yeah, here in the U.S., the only thing we were doing was like maybe saying, hey, if you travel to one of these states that had like the highest number of cases, that you should quarantine. But that's the only thing we done. So of course, not everybody's gonna listen to that, because they'll say, oh, I'm fine, herd immunity and blah 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 blah. It's like,
that's not how it works, unfortunately.
No.
For those who actually believe that.
I was gonna say, if it was working, we'd be done with this already. We wouldn't have these problems. But
yeah, well, lucky for us, we did have our borders shut and all that last year as well to stop it from spreading, and we're a little bit lucky. But there has been some hiccups and all that, especially with Victoria last year when they had the second wave, and now we had to close the borders to Victoria so that Victorians couldn't come up here and all that. And now that New South Wales, the state I'm living in now, has actually got this Delta variant, and it's a really contagious ones. All the state borders have closed on us in New South Wales. And really, rightfully so.
Yeah, I would say you guys are smart, and also my country's neighbor Canada, I feel like they're smart too because they made sure right as the pandemic started to close their border because they didn't want a bunch of cases from the U.S. going up to Canada. They're like, oh, we're not dealing with that, and they were smart for that.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, I think the fact too that with Australia, we're actually really isolated from the Northern Hemisphere countries like Europe and all that as well. Well, not just Australia, but New Zealand as well. So, so I guess.
Well, yeah.
I guess us down in the Southern Hemisphere, we're actually really lucky, a bit lucky that we don't have thousands of cases in the one day or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'll tell you what, I just wish they would hurry up with the Pfizer vaccine, so that way I can go in and get my Pfizer and all that. Like having your first dose of it, and wait, I think 4 to 12 weeks before I get my second dose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that Pfizer is actually it's a safe bet and all that, and I have not been hearing any drawbacks with it like I have with AstraZeneca, like I said earlier on the stream.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about. Like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna do my vaccine shot. I'm just gonna wait out for a little bit. I'll just wear my mask when I have to. I just gotta plan it out, whether it's gonna be the Pfizer or the Moderna. Because man, it's gonna get to that point where I'm like, man, I don't know how far I can put that off before it's like like I said, if my job starts making me get vaccinated before I can come back, then that's when I'll be like, all right, well, then I don't have a choice. It's that or I go on unemployment, and unemployment is a shit show. I don't even want to deal with that.
Yes, I can imagine because because I don't think you guys have got like any welfare or anything like that for those unemployed there, eh?
Kind of do. I mean, we have some programs, but yeah, it's just ever since all this happened, like it just got hard for people to collect our employment because the system would start crashing. Heck, the one here in Kansas was so out of date they had to update it because it was getting to the point people could not submit their unemployment claims. That's how bad it was. They were not prepared for this at all. The system was like from the 70s, so they had to modernize it right away because you had all these people unemployed that couldn't get their benefits. It's like, man, you're gonna have some people who are screwed who can't provide for their families, can't pay their bills. It's like,
no, exactly.
If they can't go back to their job because they've been furloughed, then it's like, they had to get on the ball and fix that. Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of people who are gonna go down to the state capitol and start protesting.
Yeah, not to mention too that if the government didn't do anything about it, they're going to be on the worst recession the country's ever had, and apparently last year we almost end up in the biggest recession for the first time I think since the bloody Paul Keating era.
Oh yeah, we're still trying to recover from our recession that we've had since the George W. Bush administration.
Oh,
so yeah. And it's weird. I don't want to praise Trump much, but he's done some okay stuff despite he likes to run his mouth. But it's kind of weird to think how people will tell me, oh, hey, Trump had the lowest unemployment levels, which, yeah, he did, and then the pandemic happened. So he went from having the lowest to the highest. So, yeah.
Yeah, but saying that too, the only thing he's, in all honesty, and for those on the comments, if you're Trump supporters, please don't take this the wrong way, but this is coming from someone who's not an American, but all I've seen from Trump, really, from my end, is that he's just been mouthing on Twitter.
Oh yeah, which he can't do anymore because they banned him from Twitter after the insurrection that happened earlier this year when his supporters were trying to stop the count, so they couldn't, let the votes be official for Biden. Which they failed in that. All they did was just, get their dumbasses arrested for trying to go and hurt members of the House and Senate.
No, well, that's it. Yeah, and I can't believe they actually made headlines here as well, because it
Oh
made
yeah.
headlines here, it made headlines here as well, and yeah, my mother and I were just absolutely shaking our heads in disbelief of what was going on over there and all that, and yeah, and apparently my mother actually said, and yeah, I mean, no offense, she actually said, yeah, aren't we lucky we don't live in America? And I thought, yeah, no
Hey,
offense, well, I
none
said,
taken, man. None taken.
yeah, no, that's right.
Hey, JD
Oh,
State CCNI's
JD's here.
on, dude. What's up, man? Hey,
Welcome.
okay, he hasn't joined. Hey, dude, I put a link in the Discord if you want to join us, man.
Yeah. Come in if you want him, man.
If your room's a mess, it's okay. I'm not gonna be mad. I mean, I got a messy office. See, right there. Honestly, Jim, if you want to join us, because you know,
you might as well join the bandwagon. So
yeah, dude, man. All right, says sword and cards may join soon. Okay, hey, just I'm gonna try to stay on as long as I can. I mean, dude, we'd love to have you on. You know, it'd be a good way for you to meet Josh for the first time since we didn't get to have you the last time.
Oh yeah, well that's it.
Did I see your short? I might not have seen it yet. I'll have to go back and watch it. Right now, if you haven't seen the stream, me and Josh have been going back and watching like random stuff, from watching like Snoop Dogg on Family Feud to just all the random stuff with Steve Harvey, with Dr. Phil. Okay.
Insane 144 packs. Check it out.
All right, we'll definitely have to watch it. Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, Jim, I did see your live stream you did on Sunday. I just never got around to commenting, but I was watching it. Then I made sure to join your Discord. So yeah, but hey, like I said, Jim, whenever you can join us, man. I'm gonna try to stay on as long as I can. I'm not gonna go to bed for at least another hour or so, which kind of been hard with my AC not running. So
yeah, and the fact that it's actually 4:30 p.m. on my end, I won't be going to bed until at least probably not till at least another 8 hours here.
Yeah. All right. Says once he hits 2,000 subscribers. All right. Hey, Jim. Hey, man, you'll get there.
You'll get 2,000
subs, man.
It'll grow. It'll grow. Just give it.
Hey,
just give it.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Jim. Brother, like do the Hulk Hogan. You're welcome, brother.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, good old Hulky.
Yeah. I mean, despite what he said in that sex tape, I mean, whatever, I forgive him. It was dumb, but you know, you still can't deny like the impact he had in the wrestling business.
Exactly right. It was just one mistake. We are at 1934.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what Hogan said, you know, some people still don't want to let it go. There's people who still will boo him. But it's like, you know, whatever. People say stupid things. He could have said and done worse. I mean, the thing I bring up...
If they want to boo someone, boo Bill Cosby.
Oh, God, yeah. And the fact that guy is out of prison. They overturned the charges on him. Like, man.
I know. Whoa. Sorry to those who are Bill Cosby fans, but the thing is that there's been evidence against him, you know, of those... yeah, if they want to boo someone, rather than Hulk Hogan, Bill Cosby's a person to boo at.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and when it comes back to wrestling, people talk about Chris Benoit, which, hey, no denying, Chris Benoit was an awesome wrestler. Probably one of the best technical wrestlers that was ever in wrestling. But, you know, yeah, he took a lot of shots to the head and it messed him up, but still, the fact that he did a murder and, you know, suicide, you know, killing both his wife and son, I mean, you know, and it's like, we'll never really know the true story of, you know, why it happened and whether or not if he did do it, because there's still people saying it was conspiracy that. Okay, so Jim just said they had a major tornado hit today. Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Jim is in Pennsylvania, so, oh, man, I'll have to look at...
Yeah.
Which, there's been a lot of crazy weather. I know just... Like last night, there was an earthquake that hit off the coast of Alaska that was like an 8.1. And they were talking about there being a tsunami warning. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. Just crazy weather. And then like some high winds, they call like a derecho up in Wisconsin that was happening around the same time. And then just the crazy heat we're having here in the U.S. I mean, in my part, man. All right, Jim says check news.
Yeah,
all right.
Check news on your end. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to look that up real quick. 'Cause I know you can do searches like on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah. Well, even I'm not on Facebook anymore, and for good reason.
No, understandable, dude. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I just keep Facebook because I still have a bunch of pages that I run. So yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, humidity. Believe me, the humidity's bad here too, Jim. It's like, oh, terrible. All right, so I'm looking it up right now. It said at least one tornado touched down in Bucks County, Pennsylvania on Thursday evening. One car dealership caught the tornado's path was heavily damaged. And
Whoa, a car dealership. Whew.
a mass casualty incident? Oh my god, damn, dude, that's bad.
Yeah, it sounds like it's getting crazy. Whatever it is, it sounds like it's getting crazy over there.
Yeah, man. Yep, and as Jim just repeated right here, a whole dealership was torn apart.
Mm.
Oh man. Oh, and then here's a video of a tornado. Hopefully it'll play on this phone.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to play.
That's near me, like a minute away. Wow.
All right, so we focus it in.
Holy.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse my French, but fuck.
No, you're good, dude, man. Yeah, that's scary, man. I've been lucky to never see a tornado in my life, and I hope I never see one. Especially since I live in Kansas and we're like smack dab in the middle of Tornado Alley.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've come close to seeing like a rotating cloud one time, like when I was at work, and I was like, oh crap, and it was like going like down like where my neighborhood was, because I'm not too far from my job. I was like, man, don't let that thing spawn a tornado. I was like, thank God it didn't, but I was freaking out, like, man.
Yeah, I think the only bad weather I ever experienced in my life when I was living up in Queensland was cyclones and all that. Like heavy winds from the cyclones up in Queensland. Now that's really huge. In cyclone season, which is normally around about summertime our end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is what they call a tropical cyclone. Mm.
Yeah, or well, of course here we have hurricanes down the southeastern U.S. and throughout the East Coast, which getting close to that time of the year where hurricanes are going to start getting bad again here in the U.S. I mean, we've only had a few hit down like by Florida and all that because that's where it would usually hit. And of course, when it gets to here, it'd be like a tropical depression because that's what it usually has when it dissipates on land. But it's always around August when they down that Gulf Coast area and the eastern seaboard of the U.S. gets the real bad hurricanes. So I'm like, man, I'm wondering how bad they'll be this year of how the weather's been. Like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I'm not going to miss about living up in Queensland is the cyclone, tropical cyclones and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, g'day, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole's here. That, of course, Jim's girlfriend. I wonder if my cards are in my safe would have been wiped out. I mean, wherever you had your cards stored, I don't know if you maybe had them stored in a storage locker. Yep. All right, I'm gonna look down.
Don't worry, Nicole. We've acknowledged you.
Yep. And I would say, hey, Jim, Nicole, anytime you guys want to jump on, let me know. And I gotta look down here when you guys jump in the stream. I have the link on my Discord. You guys probably should have seen it, so just go back on there. If I need to post the link again, I will, because I just want to make sure only people that I send the link to come on the stream, and we don't get some random person jumping on that I have to kick out.
Yep. Just look it up on the general discussion on the Discord.
On my main Discord. It should be in your notifications, so you probably might have seen it.
Yep.
I'm just scrolling down constantly to see whenever you guys do jump on, because that's how I get the notifications on here. The StreamYard, I usually would have the thing down there that would tell me when a guest popped on, so it's a little different, but going back and watching it, it looks like it's going pretty decent for what I've been seeing. A little different,
Yeah, our audio's been great. The video's been great. And
just had to figure out the little audio hiccup at the beginning. So I'm gonna say this right now, Jim. When you do step on here, make sure you hit the settings icon and you make sure you have like the headset earpiece. I don't know, maybe you might be using your computer, so it might work different. So I think, but since Josh is on his computer, it's worked the same probably. So just make sure you guys click that. Don't have it on default, otherwise it might not work.
Yeah, because I had to set mine to manual so that my audio input would input my microphone, which is what I'm using right now, which is this bad boy here.
Oh, cool.
Not bad for a $290 microphone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about buying one eventually. See if I find a good Bluetooth mic I can use with my phone. So if I do videos, I can do better voiceovers, or at least have better audio. Because there's times I'll go back and I'll watch a video and I'll say like say on my other channel, everybody, welcome to another video on RHC TCG. But there's sometimes it'll sound like I missed a letter. I'm like, man, like, and I'm trying my best to also make sure when I put music in that people can still hear me. I remember I did a video on this channel where I was doing a wrestling card video, and I guess I didn't hear it. Like, it sounded fine when I was editing the video, but then I go back and I watch it. I'm like, I wonder why people are saying the music's too loud. And I was like, okay, I guess it depends on where you're watching it. You could be watching on your phone or watching on the computer, maybe on your television. Sometimes it may vary, I guess.
Yeah, because when I've been listening to your videos and all that too, I mean, I reckon the music volume, is pretty decent, as well as the voice volume as well.
Yeah, I think on computers and television it seems to be fine, but then I'll go back and I'll watch it on my phone, and I'll like maybe because unless you're wearing like earbuds or something or headphones, maybe the audio is like not putting out all of it. Like I'll play like my Pokemon Go. Like if I play Pokemon Go, the audio will sound different. Like when I have my earbuds in, I'll hear it more crisper versus when I have the earbuds out.
Yeah,
or just like if I listen to any music, like it'll sound different.
Yeah, well, that's it. And and I actually noticed that when I actually have my phone onto sometimes onto I don't know, I think through a speaker or something like that. It does intend to be it does intend to make the music sound a bit harder to hear, as well as the voice and all that, because it's through a speaker and not proper surround sound like you would hear on the cancel free headphones I've got.
Yeah. Yep.
And of course, little bud ones as well from what you're wearing. So.
Oh yeah, this definitely works. Cause remember that Discord chat we had, and I told you I had to go charge my phone, and then I had my since I have to use my charge port for my earbuds because somebody thought that was a good idea. Apparently, I don't know, because Apple started doing it first. So of course, if you don't have a Bluetooth headset of some kind, you're kind of at the mercy of your phone. So you guys are saying I was sounding like a robot, and then after my phone was done charging, I put the earbuds in, and I started sounding normal again. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have sounded like Bender from Futurama Robot.
Oh, by the way, hey, Jim, have you tried to do that impression? Jim, he does impression. I know I can do it. You probably can do it, Josh.
It's me, Bender. The drinking smile robot from Futurama, the U3000.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Shinier than yours, meatbag.
Man.
Yeah, but John.
I was gonna say, I remember you had that picture that you actually had John DiMaggio sign, and I like how he said, "I know it, baby." You'll have to show that in the stream if you still have it. I don't know if you have it on your computer or if you have it with.
I think I've got it on the computer somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah, you'll have to show it to everybody so everybody can see it.
Good thing I've actually got what's called an external hard drive.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, because I was going to say if you had it with you, I don't know because it might have been when you were still living at the other house, so you might not have it with you.
Now I've just got to have to check it on the external hard drive because
you'll have to show everybody that when you met him and you had him sign it, where you had him, you said like, "Hey, eat." Like I don't remember what you said on the picture.
Hey, sign my glorious golden ass.
Yeah, that's what you did. And he said, "Shut up, baby." I remember that.
Yeah, I've actually seen John DiMaggio, I believe, twice. One on the Gold Coast and one in Brisbane when I was living up north. It's got to figure out where I've put it because I've got so many artwork folders, dating back 2014, and I've got to see where it's at. Jeez. Oh, it's got to be here somewhere. Oh boy.
But I was trying to say, since Jim does his voices, that could be one he can do. Jim, I don't know if you and Nicole are still watching. I see one viewer. I haven't heard you guys comment in a while. I'm trying to see if you guys have jumped on the stream yet. Okay, it doesn't show.
Yeah, I'm still waiting from Jim to. We're still waiting on Jim to see if he's going to join in.
Yeah. And and hey, hopefully maybe Mark Solo will join us. I mean, it'd be nice to have him come on too, if he can.
make an Australian event. Well, according to this, I believe he's offline now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh well, maybe next time. And what I might even do, I might even send him a text message since I've got his mobile number on my phone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it'd be nice to get as many guests as I can on here. I don't know how this works. It's similar to StreamYard. It says something about me actually be able to have 6 guests. I don't know if that includes me, but if I try to think of the right number of people, because you have you, me, and then we get Jim on, that'd be 3. Mark would be 4, and then depending on what day it is, if say Joe or Johnny's on, because I know he's like in bed right now because he has to get up really early for his job, and then John Patel whenever he comes on again. So if I at least have you guys on, we could have like 6 people on here. That'd be nice. Since the most we've ever done on my streams was 4.
Well, the one I'm just putting it on the search. On the external, it only showed the artwork before he signed it.
So, okay. So you don't have the one that's autographed. I gotcha.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, everybody.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. About to see it.
I'll send it on to the Discord and all that. Okay.
Okay, guys. So it'll be on the Discord.
Alrighty. Just give me a second. Where should I paste it on the general discussion?
Yeah, just on the general discussion.
All right, no worries. You're probably like what I said on there.
All right. Okay, I'm going on there right now.
There you go. That is an official signed autograph by John DiMaggio of
there we go.
My artwork of Golden Bender.
All right, so I'm going to put it up on the screen so everybody else can see it. So here it is from my Discord. I'm going to try to get it on here in the best. So here we go. I'll let you read off to him.
Hey, meatbag, say my glorious golden ass. Yo, Josh, shut up, baby. I know it. John DiMaggio, a.k.a. Bender.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love it.
Oh, man. Now, the fact I got to see him twice and all that, because when I met him the second time in Brisbane and all that, he knew me immediately from the, off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we get to talk for a bit and all that, and same with Veronica Taylor as well in Brisbane too, because when I saw her for the second time in the different year, she recognised me off the bat as well and introduced me to her daughter as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So it's absolutely a good blessing too. Yeah, there you go. Oh boy.
Well, so far we have no viewers. I guess Jim might have left for a moment, but hopefully he'll come back on at some point and let me know when he's ready to come on to the stream. Once again, the link is on the Discord for you, Jim. So I might have to repost it again, but like I said, you should be able to see in your notifications.
Yeah, not too easy, and I'll probably stay in here for at least another half an hour. Then I've got to get going.
Okay.
So I've got about another half an hour and all that. So
okay, understandable.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's almost like 5 p.m. here, and it's starting to get a little bit dark out there already.
Yeah, maybe in advance. Yep, I was gonna say maybe in advance. I'll try to schedule the next stream to see when everybody's gonna be available for it, so then we'll know when to do it. Because for me, Sundays and Thursdays. So depending on what time it is for you, it could be already a Monday or a Friday or just the whatever day it is.
Yeah, well, with you saying Thursday and Sundays, it would be right about, I believe, Friday my end and Monday as well. So, yeah. Yeah,
because you're about, I was going to say, you're about, what, 12 or 13 hours ahead of where I am?
Well,
because it's 1:54 here, 1:55 a.m. So
I'm definitely 15 hours ahead of you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, that's it for sure. So, yeah. Yeah. For those watching, yeah. So, what do you guys have been up to, anyways? For those watching this, well, apart from
Yeah, that's it,
what's going
everybody.
on,
You know, if anyone does jump on, just if you're one of my regular subscribers or a random viewer, just feel free to say hi. Just keep it clean. Otherwise, me or Josh, we will get the ban hammer out for any nasty trolls.
and this face is indication that for what he describes, he means it.
Oh yeah.
I hope I haven't scared your audience after that.
No, man.
Especially when I've got me knuckles cracking ready just in case. But I don't think your audience that's on here now would do anything like that.
No.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, it looks like everyone's it looks like everyone is oh, hello.
What's going on?
Oh,
you see something?
No, I'm just having a look on the pie chat, and apparently, I got a community update system post.
Oh yeah, I think they start sent to all the discords because I noticed that was in mine as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I've actually added you onto my onto the admins and mods section
Yeah.
on my on my Discord too. So that way yeah, because I totally forgotten you. Yeah, because when I actually made that, I only made it for Mark and JCR originally, and when I looked at it, I thought, and when I saw that you're a mod too, I thought, I forgot to add you on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And of course the current yeah. I was like, go ahead.
Yeah, because I've actually made that specifically only for staff members on my Discord, and it's hidden from everyone else who's not a who is not a mod. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the current moment, I mean, that's all I have for it now is the mods because I have you and Jim and Joe and Johnny. I mean, the only person that's not a mod at the current moment is Mark, but he's also only one of my 2 Discords because at the current moment it looks like nobody else is in the RHC TCG one. Like, remember that guy, Mr. Claus? His comments are still there, but I guess he ended up leaving.
Oh, real?
Yeah, it's like weird, like, because I go back to the Discord, like, yeah, you can still see his comments in the earlier discussions, but like he left, and also there was somebody else that left as well, and then some reason Positive Poem players left as well. So I was like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about 1-2 barbecue, right?
Yeah. I don't know if he just left by accident or what happened, but I was like, well, you know, I can't make people stay if they don't want to stay. That's their choice.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm just having a look. Yeah, he's definitely not on there anymore. And I actually noticed too. I think it was about a week or so ago when he actually had more people on here. There were He's scared to use StreamYard. Okay. Last time I checked, this is actually Restream, not StreamYard.
Hey man, so whoever you are, I've used StreamYard before. StreamYard's good. I just wanted to try out, Restream for the first time, just to see, kind of compare and contrast. So I don't know who the heck Nanon is. We're gonna see if Nanon jumps on here again, or if there's just a random person coming through here who just wanted to say something and knows. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I never saw that name before, so yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I know I have a bunch of subscribers that I don't ever even talk to because they never really comment. Because I have over 1,500 subscribers, but yet of all of them, I maybe hear from maybe less than 10 of you guys, which that's all right.
Yeah, well,
it's whatever. Drop that link. Unfortunately, dude, right now I'm not gonna invite people I don't know very well. So just letting y'all know.
Yeah, it's only for those who's actually in the Discord on John's Discord.
Yeah.
So the link's on his Discord. If you've joined there, if you're a member on there, you'll probably see the link there.
Yeah, and right now I gotta get to know people too before I can let people in at random, so I don't have some random person come in and troll. And so, just want to make sure you're safe, that you're not gonna come on here and do something weird that I'm like, okay, I gotta remove you. Because I remember a stream that I did where it was me, Joe, Johnny, and Jim, and John Patel was on for a while. John Patel had to leave. We had some kid jump on, and he wasn't really being like weird, but it was like his internet like was really bad. It was lagging like terribly. He was like having like his camera all dark, and it was like, okay, it's like I don't know you kids, so sorry I have to take you off. Like even Joe Johnny was sending messages on Facebook like, hey dude, just kick him out. Like, all right, man, I'm gonna do that.
Maybe
There was a fight part in the stream where the guy was saying, the kid was like, I'm gonna show you guys my fishing rods, and I'm like, okay, we can't see your fishing rods. So, yeah, like I hope that's what it means. Because we're asking the kid like what he liked, if he liked Pokemon cards. He's like, yeah, I like Pokemon cards, and like I'm like, all right, and then dark as in black. Let's hope you're not being racist, dude. Yeah, like it had nothing to do with his skin tone. He could have been white, he could have been Hispanic, could have been black. It's like it was like his camera light was bad. Like he was just like a real bare basic cell phone, and like I said, he had to have like the worst internet, so it was like it was hard for us to even see the kid. So
and I think he'd probably be viewing it through the phone and all that, which would explain why it was a bit dark as well.
Well, yeah, just depending on what phone, because you know, like
and I'm sorry for laughing earlier on this because I do have a bit of a premature
it's all right
sense of humor. Yeah, even the most simplest things that some people just overlook, but sometimes when I read certain things and all that, it does make me kind of laugh, and I do apologize. Like I said, it's because I've got a juvenile sense of humor at times.
Yeah. So, no, if you're still here, I want to ask, are you a wrestling fan, or are you a subscriber to my channel? I just want to make sure, I kind of want to get to know my viewers, that you're not just somebody jumping on it random, or if you did jump on it random, maybe, I don't know if you're just seeing this because of the live stream algorithm. I know people will do that. Well, they'll type in the word live, and they'll see what live streams are going on currently, so I know sometimes people will do that, so I just want to kind of get to know my viewers. Okay, you're black. All right. Well, hey, nothing wrong with that.
All right.
I'm just trying to get to know more if you're a wrestling fan or what your hobbies are.
If you're a wrestling fan or you're a Pokemon card collector or something like that, or you collect figures or something like that. Yeah, just about anything that's in this category, anyways. If you're part of that. What if
there's something wrong? Huh?
Okay.
I don't know what you're getting at, man.
Yeah, even that's got me a bit confused a bit. Yeah. I mean, if this was my stream, I would have asked them to be a little more specific, like like in what way or something like that. I was just no, because what we were saying about the other person previously was because the webcam was actually a bit dark. There was no lights.
Like say if I turn mine off, like it might affect it, like that, or say I've turned my lamp off.
Are you calling me man because?
Okay.
That's that. He's got me a bit confused there for a second. Yeah. I was going to say you might want to type something on the. No, we're not talking about race. We're talking about people with people using their webcams and they don't have lights on or anything like that to see themselves. That's what we mean. We're not talking about the color of people's skin. We're not talking about people's skin. We're talking about the lights in people's rooms and all that. That's what we meant. If that makes any sense.
All right, so yeah, I'm timing this guy out because I don't think I can take this anymore with this dude. I think he's trolling us.
Yeah, I think so. He might be. I don't know. Yeah, because he wasn't making any sense at all whatsoever.
Yeah, because he's the one that started in the race issue. He was trying to goad us into it because people will do that. So yeah, so unfortunately his messages will be on there.
Yeah, well that's it. Well, even though it's still showing on the screen, but it's actually deleted on the YouTube chat, which is fair enough. Yeah, even I knew what you were going again at the start and all that because because of the light and all that. Because like for example, when you turn off the light here, you can't even see me that well because I've got the lamp off, and then have it turned back on, and now you can see me fine. Yeah. But
Yeah. Because I've seen people do this before where they'll just start saying like racist stuff where it's an actual person or a bot. I mean, obviously this is probably a person because he's taking his time to type out his responses. But like I said, he started doing the race card first, so I was like, you know what, dude, I'm not going to get into this racist argument with you, man. Nice knowing you. You couldn't answer our question about wrestling or what you're into.
yeah,
hey,
exactly
that's
right.
fine.
And, we just want to know if it was wrestling fans or fans of figures or Pokemon and all that, and to bring stuff like that, I thought, definitely red flag sort of thing.
I mean, I was calling you man because I didn't know maybe if you were one, you admitted you were a man when you said that I'm not going to reread your comment, obviously, because I'm not going to give you attention. But yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah. Exactly right. I just need to clean my throat for a bit. Hang on.
All right.
Yeah, because my voice was starting to get scratchy there for a little bit.
Yeah, my voice is starting to do that too. I might have to go get a drink here in a moment.
No, that's all right. No, that's got Scott. I mean, you have been streaming for about 2.5 hours
Yeah,
now.
so give me just a moment. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Yeah. Right. I'll entertain everyone while you're doing that.
And also, if anybody jumps on, you know the drill. Time them out, ban them, whatever you gotta do, man.
Don't worry, dude. You got the best. You got the best insurance policy that's on here right now. So, all right, peoples. While Jonathan's going to get a drink and all that, just let me know, guys. Are you actually So what do you guys actually collect? Do you actually collect figures? Do you actually collect cards or something like that? And if you're into wrestling, feel free to let me know what sort of wrestling stuff you're into, like WWE, WCW, AEW, and all that. Just let me know in the comments below. And Jimmy, if you're actually still here, man, are you still going to join us on video and voice as well, and whatnot? Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know in the comments below. Yeah. And when John actually gets back and all that, I'll probably go to get a drink myself and all that because it's going to be scratchy and all that. So I guess co-hosting his channel won't hurt either. So yeah, just have to go from here. Yeah. Oh, it looks like he's back already. So.
All right.
Yep. Well, I'll try to entertain as much as I can. So. Yeah, just letting people know. Just letting people know, if they're WWE, WCW, AEW fans and all that, and even ask them what they collect and all that, just to try and get their topics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, John. Well, I won't be long, man. I'm just gonna go get a drink myself. So.
All right. Hey, do what you gotta do, man.
Too easy. Won't be long.
All right. So yeah, everybody. Whoever else is watching right now, as long as you're not here to start trolling us, hey, just come on, talk wrestling, talk action figures, Pokemon. Heck, talk about the Olympics. The Olympics are going on currently. Of course, hey, Team USA here, Team Australia, but either way, it's good to see the Olympics are going back. That we actually can actually have them this year since they were delayed last year. But man, so I'm gonna check some down here. I'm still waiting to see if Jim's gonna jump on. Says we have 2 viewers currently. I know I'm not viewing. I mean, I'm not viewing it through YouTube. So also, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick for when Josh comes back. I'm gonna change this real quick. Let's see, graphics. About to change the graphics real quick. There we go. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Go. There we go. We changed the I'm changed the graphics. He'll be surprised when he comes back in here. It's just trying to get this all figured out. It's just it's new to me. Okay, let me go back to the chat. Hey, TN Couponer, what's up, dude? Hey, you're actually here, man. I'm doing all right. So I actually started, as you might see, I started about 2.5 hours ago. Came on here to just come on chat. So hey, Josh is back.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
And as you can see, TN Couponer just joined us.
Hey, man. Hi, TN. You want to join us on video as well, if you like?
If you want to, dude. If you don't, hey, understandable. I mean, all you need is your phone. Oh, you had to work overtime at work. Okay. So I guess you're just now getting off. All right.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, if he's too tired and all that, that's totally fair enough.
Yeah, hey, but TN Couponer, of course, one of the mods here. Always good to have him here. So, of course, I'm sure you can see the comments, TN, that we had a little racist in here who decided he wanted to kind of goat me and Josh into talking about his skin and all that.
Yeah, even though we're actually more asking him if he's a wrestling fan or a Pokemon fan, and does he collect stuff, and then he puts all this mumbo jumbo in.
Yeah, just because he first says that I'm scared of like StreamYard. I don't know if he was referring to me or referring to anyone else. So we're trying to say no. All right, hey, understandable, TN. If you don't, that's all right. Hey, just it's good to have you in the comments, man.
That's right.
But yeah,
you can talk in the comments and we'll answer on voice anyways.
That's all right. Yeah, but I was just saying, yeah, this guy was trying to, first be all cryptic with what he was saying, so we had to tell him about this, and I was trying to have the story about how the last time I let random people join, because the guy was saying drop that link. I'm like, I'm not gonna drop the link for somebody I don't know, and
yeah, like in capitals, as if he was actually like shouting or demanding sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna let random people in the stream because I had a stream a while back, and I'm sure TN you might remember when I had the one with Jim.
Exactly.
And,
Too many idiots in the world.
Oh God, yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, the stream I had with Joe, Johnny, Jim, and John Patel, and we had some random kid jump in, and the kid just had like the worst internet connection ever. Like I thought my internet connection got choppy at times, but this kid was using like dial-up internet connection the way it looked. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And so, from what John was actually saying earlier on too, as well, and his webcam was actually really dark, as in there's no light to show or anything like that.
Yep, and then it got turned to a discussion by this Nandon guy about race. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how long we can talk about this for. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm glad you remember that.
Now he remembers that live stream. Yeah,
yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, we're hoping that Jim might come on at some point. Jim says he's got to clean up his room to get all the cards sorted out, so hopefully he'll join us. If I have to repost Discord link in Discord, that's the only place I'm gonna post the link from now on. I mean, otherwise I'll usually PM people on Twitter or Instagram. That's also how I usually get John Patel to join us, but I don't know if John Patel is up right now. So
yeah,
but I know Jim would be up if he's still up right now because I know he's like a late nighter.
Yeah, have you actually asked John Patel to actually join the Discord server as well?
Not yet because I don't hear from him as much. I'm gonna have to message him one of these days on Instagram, see if he'll join us. So then maybe if he considers making an account there, I'll make sure to do that here soon.
Yeah, and when I have to go and see me mates tomorrow in Albury, if I found out Andy comes, if I found out if my friend Andy's coming tomorrow to go and see him, I might ask him if he's got Discord, and if he does, if he adds me on Discord, and since he's a wrestling fan from my area, If it's okay with you, John, can I add my real life mate Andy
Yeah,
on
of
here
course,
who's a
of
wrestling fan?
course.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, more
Mind you,
merrier.
yeah, he's actually pretty awesome and all that. And yeah, you could even ask him what sort of wrestling stuff he's got and all that. And I can tell you,
Oh,
he
cool.
does have some good wrestling, merchants and all that.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, and you know how I know he's a wrestling fan because he showed me a wallpaper that he's got on his phone with him with WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, the hardcore legend himself.
Man.
Bang! Have a
Yep.
nice day.
Mr. Socko! Oh, yeah. Mankind, Caddyshack, do love. Oh, have mercy! Yeah, man.
Have mercy.
Yeah. Man, Mick Foley, man. Still one of the greats of all time.
Oh, mate, he'll be a legend, for the, while he's living.
Oh, yeah. Especially just being thrown off the Hell in a Cell and the fact that he lived through that. I mean, man.
Yeah.
So he first be thrown off that table, which that was planned, but then to be thrown through the cell, which wasn't planned. I mean, man, and how he still survived all that he didn't get permanently crippled from it. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think he actually had to have hip surgery or something like that after all that. Because I knew that when he actually walks, he doesn't walk normally anymore, like he used to.
Yeah, he walks with a limp. Like he used to walk fine. Then after the Hell in a Cell, that's why he'd have that walk. Like even in the video games, like if you play No Mercy, he'll actually have that walk when he comes down the entrance ramp.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the fact that he actually brought in, the 24/7 title, which is, back in the Attitude Era was called the Hardcore title. Mm.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, and originally the Hardcore belt wasn't really a 24/7 kind of belt. It was when Crash Holly got the belt that he made the rule. Hey, I'll defend this belt anywhere, anytime, 24/7, and that's how that started.
Yeah. And how cool is it that Reginald is actually the 24/7 champion? And did you see his, when he came into entrance with R-Truth? And
the original.
R-Truth down.
The man who has like over 50 range of that belt. I mean, man.
Yeah, 24/7, 48/7, 7-Eleven, European champion.
European television champion. Yep. Now, what's crazy is there's actually a belt in this Japanese company called DDT Pro Wrestling that's like similar to 24/7 belt. That's actually been around a little bit longer. And this belt not only has other wrestlers held it, anything can hold it. Like there's been like fans, celebrities, animals, like a ladder. Like you'll have to look up the DDT. I think it's called the Metal Heavyweight Belt, but it's like one of the craziest title histories ever. I'll have to look it up. I know if you go look up the 24/7 belt, they would show like related articles, but it's like crazy. I mean. There's been a blow-up doll that held the belt. Like even the belt was champion for a moment. I'll have to find that article Wikipedia for you, and I'll have to read you back some of the champions.
You shouldn't have mentioned the blow-up doll because it reminded me of an old prank I did. I actually done it at my ex-partner's place after she dumped me on my birthday.
Oh God.
Oh man, I was a bad boy back then.
Okay, boy. So the belt is called the Iron Man Heavy Metal Weight Championship, which is a belt owned by the DDT Pro Wrestling promotion, and it's a parody of the Hardcore Championship, so that's what it was inspired by.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get through this article because this other phone I'm using is slow. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to read you some of the let's see. Like, here's some of the wrestlers that have held it. Like, actual wrestlers have held this belt. Like, let's see. Like, some Japanese wrestlers and then some American wrestlers. I'm going to try to find it if this stupid article worked. I mean, this other phone is crap. It's kind of slow. So, let's see. I'm going to try to read off some names. Like, there's a lot of Japanese people. Like, Joey Ryan. He's a pretty well-known American wrestler. Let's see.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko. That might be a name some people might recognize.
Yep.
Let's see. Try to look for more. Britt Baker, she held it.
Oh yeah.
The current AEW champion.
Yep. Tian Kupona actually said Lawler had held the unified title a ton of times too.
Oh yeah, Jerry Lawler, man, that guy held like over 100 championships, for what I heard. I mean, man, like that's going back to the old territory days.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's
But
see,
it's
Joey
good. But
Janela.
him and Jr. Jim Ross were actually good in commentary together.
Oh yeah, and it's still a surprise this day AEW hasn't tried to get Jerry King Lawler. Be like, man, could you imagine if they hired Jerry Lawler and they
Oh
try to
yeah.
put JR and Lawler together? I mean, that'd be something.
And imagine if they brought Paul White. I know he'll probably accidentally say, "But it's a Big Show" by mistake.
Well, Chris Jericho has accidentally called people by their old names. Like, I remember when they did the Luke Harper tribute show, they were calling Eric Redbeard by his WWE name, Eric Rowan. Like, that's not his name anymore.
I've heard the exchange and all that. Hey, it's Eric Rowan. He doesn't work here. Eric Redbeard. Yeah. He doesn't work here. Eric Rowan.
Yeah, and then recently JR made the mistake of accidentally saying WWE Dynamite, so people kind of give him crap. But, he is a little bit old now, so he is going to get forgetful and say the wrong thing when he worked for WWE for, 25 years.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I don't think I've actually seen that yet, but I can imagine that would have been I bet that would have made headlines on YouTube channels like WrestleMania or something like that.
Oh yeah, WrestleMania and lots of other ones. Yeah, so I'm gonna read you some more names of the people that have held this belt, and I'm gonna read you the funny, champions that have held it. So Orange Cassidy held this belt at one point. Asuka. Yeah. So hey, there's Asuka on here. I'm trying to see who else I can find.
Yeah.
Colt Cabana. He's held this belt. Candice LeRae. That's another one. Oh, hey, it says Brian Cage has held the heavy metal weight championship. Excalibur, Johnny Gargano, Jungle Boy, Ricochet. And I don't know if you heard of Zack Sabre Jr. That's another one. Brandy Rhodes, Brian Kendrick, man, Chris Hero, Chris Masters, Chuck Taylor, Christopher Daniels. Drew Gulak has held it. Eddie Kingston, Eli Drake, who's LA Knight in NXT. Frankie Kazarian.
Yep.
And just lots of people.
Yeah.
Johnny Mundo or John Morrison, Johnny Drip Drip.
the moist wanted of them all.
Oh, and I think Luchasaurus held the belt back when he was Judas Draven. So a lot of WWE and AEW people who held this belt.
Yep. Good list.
Laparca.
Totally agree to you.
Leo Rush.
Yep.
Man, I'm just looking through all this. Matt Jackson's held it.
Man, I haven't
MJF has held it. Man, Matt Striker.
Yep.
MVP has held this belt. I mean, this tells you this is a long history of people who have held this belt. Nick Jackson's held it.
And I bet
so I think it was he and Matt held it together. Yeah. Rey Mysterio, Rhino, Robbie E.
Yep.
Matt Santino Marella. Scott Hall has held it. Shayna Baszler. Hornswoggle. Yep.
Hornswoggle.
Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, X-Pac.
Yeah.
And that's it for all the major names other than some Japanese wrestlers and then people that people may not really know. Okay, so here's some animals that held it. Like a monkey has held it. A little dachshund dog. A cat. And then inanimate objects. A ladder has held it. Kitty-chan, a stuffed Hello Kitty doll. Let's see, a baseball bat. A chicken doll. A pro wrestling wave poster. A poster, excuse me. A Big Japan Pro Wrestling ring truck. A pint of beer has been champion. A steel chair has been champion. Man. And then the inflatable love doll, which I guess this inflatable love doll has had different personas where, okay, its first name was Akihiro, and then there's Yoshihiko, which is supposed to look like the Great Muta, and it was killed by Kenny Omega. And then there was and then later they turned the blow up doll into the American Bass Undertaker, and then they later turned it into Hulk Hogan. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Vince McMahon's star on the Walk of Fame has been champion. A pair of chopsticks, a pork bun, a beer can, All right, and that's really about it. And then they say something about an invisible man held the belt, and yeah,
Invisible
it's just
Man. Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
And then collective champions. They said 3 elementary school girls held this belt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then lots of other stuff here. But yeah, that's basically all that's here. So I'm just gonna put this on the screen for everybody.
Yeah,
This is
of
what the
course.
belt looks like.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! They killed Kitty.
All right. So yeah, that. Oh, Tia couponer. Yep. Yeah, that's quite the list of wrestlers from actual pro wrestlers to animals to objects.
Yep.
I mean, you thought the 24/7 belt was crazy. I mean, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just go back to think about the hardcore belt and how
I'll
that
tell you
belt
one
was.
thing they should have gave the belt to for the New Japan, the Australian grey kangaroo. Now they can fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, thinking of broken Matt Hardy and that kangaroo he had, smoking Joe Frazier.
Actually, now that you mentioned Matt Hardy, what do you think of his of his rivalry now with Jungle Boy and Christian Cage?
Pretty good rivalry. I try to catch up when I can. It's weird that AEW kind of uploads its clips of Dynamite out of order. Like, they'll upload some clips on the night Dynamite's on, then they'll try to upload some clips on Thursday, some on Friday. So I'll try to catch them when I can. But
Yep.
between watching that and watching whatever else I'm watching, I sometimes will miss it. So yeah, that's the only downside to not watching full episodes of Dynamite.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I mean, it's
Well, there
cool
you
to
go.
see Matt Hardy and Christian feud because going back to when Matt was with the Hardy Boys and then Edge and Christian,
Yep.
and so it's kind of like rekindling that feud. And man, I
Yeah,
mean,
and
if you
I'll
can
tell you one thing,
imagine,
it actually feels weird seeing Matt Hardy be a heel on that one.
yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, he's doing his Money Matt character, so
Yeah.
he went from doing the broken Matt Hardy to just regular Matt Hardy. Now he's the big money Matt.
Yep.
In fact, I don't know if you watch any of Matt Hardy's YouTube videos on his YouTube channel. He does that where he'll go in between personas. He'll go in between the broken Matt Hardy and then the big money Matt, and then he'll also do like old
Yeah,
Team Extreme Matt Hardy, and even
I've
briefly he'll do
actually
like his TNA gimmick, the cold blooded Matt Hardy.
yeah. Funny you say that because I actually am subscribed to his actual channel and all that. And have been seeing a few of it even way
Oh,
before
okay,
he joined AEW.
all right. So you probably have seen the one where he was trying to turn back into broken Matt Hardy. He kept
Yes, I
changing back
did.
into his previous gimmicks. He even turned into like the Matitude Matt Hardy at one point, and he was
Yeah.
reading back all the facts, like, "Oh, this isn't right. I gotta jump back in the pool again."
And I actually, I really like his broken persona better because it's always funny.
Yeah, that's
Christian-
wonderful. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. And just believe one thing, Christian Cage, you are next.
Well, at the current moment, TN Couponer just brought up Christian is still undefeated in AEW.
Yeah, he's got the ball going, Christian Cage. So he's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
really good in AEW.
Yeah. Even though now AEW is going to start getting a little crowded, now with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson getting ready to make their debuts. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't think
and
they'll
then
debut until till I think around about September time or something.
yeah, because they want to get Daniel Bryan's debut. I think it was either before or after All Out. But of course, you got to do CM Punk and All Out be in Chicago. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
man,
reckon. Yeah, once CM Punk is actually in AEW in Chicago, that's if it happens. Then WWE is going to have a really hard time to get everything back on track.
oh yeah, and then keep this in mind. Only rumors, but if Brock Lesnar, if he got the big money deal to AEW, oh boy, that'll be something. Oh man, that sucks.
Adam Page's team lost to the Elite. He loses. He is number one content. Wow,
that sucks.
Yeah,
but
that really
hey, hopefully he'll get our shot here soon before long. I hope, because you know how they like to make those stipulations if somebody loses, like say in Drew McIntyre's case that he couldn't challenge Bobby Lashley for the WWE title ever again. So I hope at some point we're going to see Hangman Page challenge for the AEW title while Omega's champion. Maybe they're going to stay for All Out.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I think the only time Drew McIntyre could challenge for it again is if Bobby Lashley loses to Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, who knows anyways. But we'll have to see what happens with Goldberg and Bobby Lashley, though.
Yeah.
Over at SummerSlam.
It would be interesting if, keep this in mind, if Goldberg wins, he'd be the only one to be WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, WCW Champion, and Universal Champion. Keep that in mind. If he does that, man, it'll be history.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've had people who've been WWE Champion and Universal Champion, WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, and all that, but I mean, if Goldberg were to do that, I mean, it'd be definitely something big. You know, nobody else has done that feat.
Yeah, it definitely would be. Absolutely. All Out pay-per-view in September. I think it'll be Page versus Omega.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. I think it probably will be. They're going to save it for pay-per-view. Which, man, I mean, that when AEW had first opened up, first started, I think a lot of us thought maybe Adam Page was going to be the first champion before the belt went to Chris Jericho, which, okay, you know, Chris Jericho was a good first champion. You know, no wrong with that.
Oh,
but
yeah,
how they're building Hangman Page up. So I feel like he will be champion at some point. He has to be.
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing. Who I love to see as the next AEW champion, and you probably might agree about this, is probably when CM Punk joins in.
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to see him as the champion. I mean, man. That means he'd be the third former WWE champion to be AEW champion because, you know, we had Moxley and Jericho, so.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, well, that's it. And, John Moxley had a good run as champion as well.
Oh, yeah. His AEW title run was way better than his WWE title run when he was Dean Ambrose.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he was killing it.
Oh, he sure was. And I actually like the, the contract signing between him and MJF.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
there's another future world champion right there. I mean, and even at one point, much as I would have been sad if it would have happened, if MJF would have defeated Moxley, at the same time, I'd be like, you know, hey, definitely one of the best guys that he's a guy who's still a heel even when he's not in the ring. Like, he'll be a heel to people outside of wrestling. Like, he'll snub people in public, like refuse to sign the autographs. He'll say mean stuff on Twitter. I mean, yeah. I mean, there you go. That guy right there. I mean, he's money.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yep.
Yep.
He agreed. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Especially with what he's been doing lately with Jericho, man. I mean, it's been a hell of a few. It's kind of like a passing of the torch.
Oh, exactly right. It's especially with him being in charge of the Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle. And
then he's doing this Labor of Jericho storyline where he's having people fight him. Like, he just had this guy named Nick Gage fight him, on the recent episode. Then next week, one of Chris Jericho's old rivals from the past, Juventud Guerrero, is going to be fighting him. So, man, to see who all MJF's got for Jericho before they finally have their one match again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, too easy. Well, I'll tell you what, John. Well, since I've been on here for about 3 hours, man, it's actually good to be here and all that. I've got stuff.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I've got stuff to do. Thanks for having me on here, man. And
hey, you're welcome, dude.
Not too easy. And
I
should be able to join in again. Hopefully in the next stream. In the next stream you have next.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep you up to date. I'll post it on Discord about it.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm always on Discord all the time anyway, so I just have it set to offline, even though I'm not really offline on.
Yeah, same here, honestly, because I'll get you guys' notifications at work, so I kind of I'll be reading you guys' comments, but I won't be able to reply. But I don't want anybody trying to send me a message say video calling when I'm at work, so that's kind of why I have to do it, just in case.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, TN Bars go to bed. All right, dude. Hey, I'm glad you were on, man. TN, thank you.
Yeah, too easy. Yeah, you have a great night, TN Cooper.
Yep, TN. Thanks, man. And Josh, thank you very much. Gotta do
no
that.
Worries, man.
Do the bro fist.
Yeah, we're trying to
Yeah.
anyways, or just
Yep,
or
or
do
too
the
too
or the
sweet.
COVID or the COVID
Yeah,
shake.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Too easy. All
Oh
right, man. Well,
yeah.
thanks for having me on here, and
Hey, you're
yeah,
welcome. Thanks for being here.
no, it's too
And
easy,
thanks for
man.
the laughs. Thanks for finding that those Steve Harvey things for me to look up. I enjoyed those.
No worries, man. It's always my specialty. Laughter is the best medicine.
Definitely. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we all need it, man.
Absolutely, and even down the track, if you want me to do like a like a video recording of reacting with friends and all that with certain videos of that you see and all that, I'll be more than happy to react with you
Okay.
as a recording
Okay.
too, for sure.
I like that. We'll have to do that, definitely.
Definitely will, man. Definitely will.
All right, cool.
All right, John. You look after yourself. Try to
All
stay
right.
cool and try to stay cool and
I'll do what I can, man.
not so easy. And everyone
All right.
there on the chat, you look after yourselves. Be cool. Stay safe. And sorry to steal your catchphrase, but keep collecting and stay safe.
All right. It's all good. And good
All right.
day, as you would say.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. All right, fellas. Take it easy.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna stick on here a little bit longer, guys. Thank you, Josh. Always appreciate you, man. And honestly, guys, I'm about to wrap it up here in a few minutes because, well, one, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed here myself pretty soon, and two, my phone is at pretty low battery. So first, apologies, Jim. I was waiting for you, dude. Hey, nothing wrong with that. If you had to clean up your cards and hey, I'm gonna always try to post stuff on my Discord, and that's the only place for now. I'm gonna post the link to these broadcasts. So obviously, that's only where people will get. Only way people will get the invite. Sorry if I can't really get my words right at times. It's kind of tough at times, but hey, I'm doing it live, so it happens. But yeah, this was a pretty good stream. And in my office, I brought my television in here with an Xbox, so I could actually go back and watch the stream while it's going on. So it looks like the quality is good. So I'm gonna watch myself back real quick. In my office, I brought my television in here with an Xbox, so I could actually go back and watch the stream while it's going on. So it looks like the quality is good. So I'm gonna watch yeah, the quality's decent. I mean, I'm trying my best to give you guys some better live streams, and I like that. Even though technically, I can't really put like a big giant comment on the stream like I could with the StreamYard streams. I like everything from the background here. So I'm gonna mess around a little bit longer. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna show you guys some more little backgrounds here I can use. So hold on just a moment. Like, check this out, guys. I'm gonna change it a little bit. Look, you got that background here, which I think I used earlier. So, we got this one. This one looks kind of trippy. Some of it moves, some of it doesn't. So it kind of like, I guess, depends. I mean, like I said, I'm just screwing around here for a moment before I get ready to wrap the strip. This one is just static. It's not moving. So, let's see. Let's see what this one does. So stars, pretty stars. Okay, so some of these do move, some of these don't. I think I'm going to go back to this one here. I think I'll go with this one, see what this one does. Hopefully it moves. There we go. I like that one. That looks pretty cool. And then also I could always, move the comments off the stream when I need to. But now I'm watching the back of my TV and it sometimes does freeze a little. That could be my internet. Could be, well, I'm using a mobile device. And unfortunately the top thing says mobile device support is limited. Switch to a desktop computer for best experience. So at some point, I'm definitely gonna have to get a new computer because my old computer is like an old Windows Vista. Windows Vista. There we go. That's why I need to get ready to wrap the stream up here soon. I can't speak. 3 hours, guys. 3 hour stream. Man, it was a good stream, guys. I did enjoy it, and I'm glad I got to do it. For me, it was just to come on and chat with you guys, keep you guys updated. So, whether it be another stream, maybe on Sunday, I might try to do another one just for the heck of it. I'll try to maybe, I don't know, post ideas of what I'm going to do in my stream in my Discord. I'll probably leave the link to Discord later just because I'm kind of like a little weary of the people who like to jump on at random that aren't members of that aren't subscribers to my YouTube channel and they want to go on. I mean, once I close this broadcast off, I mean, it's done. You'll just see the replay. But yeah, I'm just kind of. I guess I'm gonna stall for more time because let's make it officially 3 hours. I'm at the 2:58 mark. So, all right. So guys, I'm just looking back over here at my stream, and once again, the quality. I want to watch it back on TV. That could be my internet, but it's whatever. It's telling me it's time to get off. So, as we get ready to hit the 3 hour mark, once again, I want to thank Josh. Thank you for being my guest. You're always awesome, dude. TNQ Partner, thanks for coming on and commenting. And if you got to the stream, towards the end, I know you were at work, so hey, I'm glad you came on here. Jim and Nicole, of course, JD State CCM90. Sorry I could have stuck around longer for you, dude. As you're watching the replay, I'm gonna try to get you on again at some point. You, me, Josh, Joe, Johnny, John Patel, and whoever else we can get on the stream. I'm gonna try to get Mark Sola on here. Whoever we can get involved that can come on here and chat wrestling. So as I get down to the last, few seconds, the final countdown, Daniel Bryan reference. If you guys know his old ROH theme, Final Countdown by Europe. Of course, I can't play it here because it's copyright music. I get in trouble. Yeah, I know. Thank you, phone. Thanks for telling me I'm having connection issues. That's a good sign. I gotta wrap it up. So, guys, I'm gonna look for the end stream button, and all right, I see it now. All right, guys, I'm done. Thanks for watching. If you did watch it when it was live or watch the replay, then hopefully the replay is going well. But as always, thanks for watching. Rock on, keep collecting, and of course, stay safe.